Since you got to open, can I say welcome?
You certainly can.
Welcome to Worthless Whips, where we take a worthless car and we whip it into shape.
Worthless. Guys, we're so excited to be able to announce to all of you our new show, which, by the way, we will be releasing the first episode during the live stream a little later on. We thought we'd just have this little session with you guys, a little opening party where we can talk to you, answer some questions, tell you all about what this new channel is all about, really.
It's really cool because normally we have to be like uber serious and talk about really dark stuff / politics / stuff that's going on. But now we get to talk about something that's a real passion of ours, and that is cars.
Absolutely. So, this started, by the way, a long time ago. When we met up in China, we first got to know each other, it was over bikes. Mm-hmm. And it was over the idea of customizing motorcycles.
Yeah.
And that's because China sorely lacks any kind of car scene or motorbike scene to speak of.
Right.
And
it's illegal to mod cars even.
Absolutely. So, we were in a position where we were really missing the ability to actually own cool vehicles. And that's why Churchill Customs was born. And for those of you who don't know what Churchill Customs is, that is our custom motorcycle shop that we opened and operated out of Huizhou for, a couple of years.
A few years, 3 years.
And we built a bunch of custom motorcycles. It was difficult. It was really tough to get around the laws and the rules. And
that's how we cut our teeth.
Yeah. So we learned to work together. And, ADV China came
Yeah, it
out
wouldn't
of
have happened
that.
otherwise.
Yeah. Neither would have our television documentaries, Conquering Northern China, Conquering Southern China, Stay Awesome China. It all happened because we had a passion for, bikes and cars. Mm-hmm. To be honest, we actually are more passionate about cars than we are bikes.
Speak for yourself. No, it's true.
It's absolutely right.
I love both for different reasons, though. So if you ask me, physically, am I more passionate about the actual motorcycle or the actual car?
Yeah.
I'm more passionate about the actual car, the actual automobile.
Sure.
When it comes to travel and stuff, absolutely motorcycles.
I don't know, man.
For me, I like road trips. It's very fun, but riding on bikes is so fun. It's so much
Agreed.
fun to me.
For me, it's a mix of the two because there's nothing like the freedom of a motorcycle.
Yeah, that's what I should
hopping
say.
on a bike and just heading out into the mountains, or just cruising and really being able to open up and enjoy the flicking around the corners, enjoy the bike. But there's also something to be said about being able to hop in a nice car, listen to cool music, eat those Slim Jims, drink that swill coffee as you drive on a long road trip. You know what I mean? And you're in a cool car. Anyway, whatever.
This is your outing yourself again for liking bad beverages and snacks. I think you love torturing yourself with bad gas station coffee because you're have a smile on your face when you're cringing.
I do. I love it. I love seeing how low they set the bar. It's every single one I go into, it's how bad is it going to be this time?
Right.
It's premium blend.
Right.
And I'm let's see what your premium
it's so
blend
bad.
is like.
You know what the worst is? 7-Eleven coffee. It's horrific.
No, that's really, really bad.
Seriously. Yeah, and someone said Slim Jims.
Yeah, dude.
We do love to snap into a Slim Jim.
Yeah, dude, Slim Jims are awesome.
You know what my favorite is? Those pickled sausages, big mamas or firecrackers.
They're all right. I'll give you that. They're kind of pickled and they've got that sour taste. That's kind of nice.
I'm a big fan of that.
I still prefer Jerky or Slim Jims.
I gotcha. I'm gonna, because then your car smells like shit the entire time, a rotten carcass. Anyway, I want to address a couple things. We have some old time fans here, like Dion Chapman and stuff.
Yep.
And Jeremiah Johnson, all these people. They're concerned why they can't super chat. I have to let you know we are not monetized yet. We're actually going to take a hit when we release our episode.
You see, our whole thing was we've been working on this thing for months, and it just the first episode because we're trying to figure things out. And the car that you're going to see us fix in the first episode, it took me months to get it to pass smog, to actually get it fixed. It was a tough, I think we set the bar a little high, but it doesn't matter. We managed to pull it off. But the whole thing is, it took us months to finish the first episode. And there's a lot more content coming from that one car in the future. Anyway, long story short, we decided that because we put so much time, effort, and expense into making this first episode, we want to make sure that our channel's already monetized before we go and actually release our first sub. So it was just before you left for the Christmas holidays. We finished the episode, we put it up, and we were like, okay, we're going to put a couple of random videos on our channel, and hopefully people watch them enough, like the Q&As from our other stuff, that we can reach that threshold, but we didn't. We got about halfway. So we were talking about it the other day, and we're just tired of holding on to the sode. We want it to be released. We want you guys to watch it. We don't care about the money in the beginning. We just want you to enjoy the content, and hopefully it gains enough of a following that we can reach that threshold and start monetizing.
This guy says, "Damn, I put the playlist on all night on 4 different accounts." I appreciate that. No, we got halfway there.
Yeah, we got halfway, which, to be fair, is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
considering how difficult it is to start a YouTube channel these days and get it monetized. Also, the subscribers are fantastic. We've got like 6,500.
Also, I'm noticing like all our old bros and chicks here. That's so cool.
Yeah,
I'm super pumped. I'm so glad you guys are here with us.
Yeah.
But, however, we did come up with a solution, and this is what Dion Chapman suggested. Mm-hmm. Please type in a PayPal address. So if you go to the description, if you want to support us, we'd appreciate it. Absolutely no pressure.
Yeah,
but I'm going to put that in the chat there if you're interested. Yeah. Also, there's a patron, which I'm going to post as well. And actually, the patrons got it first. There's only a few guys on there because we didn't actually promote it at all.
I got to tell you. See, I've always been very remiss to talk about patron and crowdfunding and stuff. A lot of you guys support us, and we appreciate it. From the bottom of our hearts. You have kept our families going through tough times. With Worthless Whips, we decided to start a Patreon because it's going to be different to our own personal.
Very divorced from the other stuff.
It's only about the car stuff. You'll get to vote on what car we do next, things like that. And anyone who's on the Worthless Whips Patreon will get, early release of every single episode.
Yeah.
So you will get it's going to be like every single episode you'll get it first. So there's a reason for that.
I want to also say something kind of exciting, and that is you were talking about how long it took us to see the first car.
Yeah.
And the first car did take us about 2 or 3 months,
sure.
Right? That makes it sound like it's going to take 2 or 3 months for the next car, but guess what? We already got like 4 of them.
Yeah,
we're prepped.
Yeah,
we're ready to roll, guys. So there's going to be tons of content. And what I do want to highlight here, and this is just for all the loyal people that are hanging out with us, it's not going to be the same type of car. They're going to be wildly different every
single time. And you'll see from our first episode, it's all about, how we buy a car, that's in bad shape for cheap. It's about trying to find cool cars for cheap.
Yes.
Fix them up for cheap. So I always had this idea, and we approached this from the point of view of young people who are in high school or just getting started. When you're a young man, you want to have a cool car. Mm-hmm. It's a massive, big part of growing up. But it's difficult because it's too expensive to get a cool car. You can't afford something nice, like a Porsche or like a sports car or a muscle car or something. So we thought, hang on a second. We can teach people how to find cheap cars that are cool. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little obscure or, whatever. Need a little bit of work. And then teach people how to fix things cheap so they can have a cool car. So that's my angle. You have the whole flipping angle that you want to pursue.
So it's not something I'm necessarily passionate about, but what I noticed when I was watching car-related content was that a recipe for success and something that makes it a little more enjoyable and tantalizing is that imagine that you're not a high schooler anymore, right?
Sure.
Let's take the high schooler element out. That's a really great lure, right?
Yeah.
But the other element is like someone... What?
You can show that comment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you for the kuchka. Appreciate it. Now imagine you're someone our age or someone a bit older, right? You don't have to spend a ton of money, a shit ton of money on a really good example of a car. Or you don't have to buy a really shitty one and then go pay a mechanic to do it because most of the stuff is actually quite feasible to do. And you actually changed my mind about a lot of stuff I wouldn't have touched.
Yeah.
Because you're a really good mechanic, but you've done a lot of things that make it look so much easier. It's actually not that hard. So imagine you're 30, 40, 50 years old. Go spend $1,000 on a cool car that you always wanted.
Yeah.
Go do the work yourself. And then, at the end of the day, if you don't want it anymore and you want to get something else and take on another project, flip the car because you've already done all the work.
Sure.
So you can make some money on it, too.
That's right.
So that whole element of flipping and stuff, I think, is a good way to turn over cars if you want to try something else.
That's true. So let's talk about the kind of cars that we're going for here. We've got a lot of 80s cars that we've been working on. In fact, 80s, 90s, and... Do we have anything from the 2000s?
We
do. Oh yeah, the blue one. The blue one. That kind of teal.
The very special teal
very
blue
steel. Yeah, that horrible color.
If someone understands what color we're talking about, they're a real detective, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, very good. Yeah. Anyway, we've got some fantastic cars lined up, and we've gotten some good suggestions from our patrons, you know, for Worthless Whips on what we're going to do next as well.
I want to kind of go through how the channel's going to work, since you guys are probably interested. So what we do, and we've already explained the whole have a budget thing, but we're going to buy a car for around $1,000.
Right.
We have $1,000 to fix it, and then we have to try and make a profit when we sell it, right?
Sure.
Now, the way this is going to work is I've noticed on a lot of car channels, and we predominantly watch car channels.
Yeah, that's our thing, yeah.
So what I've noticed is that when I like where someone's going with an episode, it'll take forever for them to do it.
Yeah.
So they like buy a car and they're like, this is my project, and like 3 months later they're still working on the same thing.
Sure.
We're like, screw that.
Sure.
Let's finish the entire episode.
Yeah.
So once a month at the beginning of the month, you'll have the entire half-an-hour episode where we buy, fix, and then sell the car and review the car.
Yes.
Right? So all that stuff is done out of the way. It's not some like massive journey. It's all covered. Then throughout the month, you're going to teach people everything that you did.
Yeah, so we'll go back and in depth look at how I fixed certain things.
Right.
So the episode you're going to see today, which we'll be releasing shortly, you will see us go and find a car, then very briefly fix it up without going into too much detail, test it, give our opinions of the car, and then sell it.
Right.
And then the following episode will be a more in-depth look as to how I fixed, for instance, the bodywork.
Right.
The next time will be the mechanicals. But at the same time, we don't want it to become stale, where it's only all about one car. So we will also concurrently then be releasing the next car.
Correct.
You know, so we'll have basically different cars, and then we'll have sub-episodes for each car and how it was fixed up. So those of you who are not interested in the more technical side of things can just watch the actual fun-filled episodes. And those of you who are very much interested in the technical and mechanical side of things can stick around and follow those.
I really like that attitude because like a lot of people that watch something like Top Gear, right? A lot of people that watch that don't actually care that much about the cars. They want the adventure. Maybe they want to see a certain car.
Yeah.
But the whole thing's entertaining. And I have to say, I think we did a really good job with episode 1. I think it is very entertaining.
Cool.
So when we bought it, the little teaser alert, we actually bought this car in Compton, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoy that part. And number 2, when you had finished all the work with it, one of my favorite things is that we actually try to test the car and put it up against the stock numbers from its day.
Don't spoil it.
No, I'm not saying anything. But when you'll go back and you can look at these pamphlets and all this kind of stuff and see if this car is actually held on to its performance, right? After you fixed it, which is one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, super cool.
And also, if a car meant something to us, if a car was a part of our life or we always wanted it, there's like a retrospective.
Yes.
Where it's like a full test. And every episode, we're probably going to alternate who does that.
Yeah.
And I think we'll kind of mix it up. Like, I'll choose a car based on patrons voting. You'll choose a car based on the patrons voting.
Yeah, we've got this idea where it's like he chooses one, I choose one. I mean, obviously we come to a consensus together, but it'll be more his style of car, more my style of car. So we mix it up. And there's another supplemental series we'll be adding as well, which is the Dream Car series. You see, here in America, cars that I've always wanted my entire life are available at a very reasonable price. Yeah. If you're willing to buy a crap
because he only likes American cars.
Yeah, I mean, I do only like American cars, really.
Freaking Yankee.
I mean, sure, I do like other cars, but I prefer American cars. So, you know, the thing is, there's some of my dream cars here, and so both him and I are going to search out and find our own dream cars and make like separate series just about them. You know, where we go in depth, like a long-term project, something that's we're going to keep for years and years and years. So we're going to discuss them in depth and that kind of thing.
A question or a thing here. Annie Mouse said the posted brochure numbers are measured at the crank, not the wheel. No, I'm talking about actual performance numbers. Yeah. We love those old Motor Week videos where they actually tested the cars. So we're putting it up against real reviews. Not like,
so it's like 0 to 60 times.
Yeah. It's not like what was written in the Toyota brochure or whatever, like GMC brochure. Oh, someone said, "Who's the Ed and who's the Mike of Wheeler Dealers?" I'm not going to be that fat.
That's you.
Douche.
You're that guy.
I got to put on some weight and I got to shrink about a foot. Lop off my shins.
Yeah, I'd be Ed China.
You got to wear 2 shirts, dude.
Yeah, I got to wear like a long sleeve shirt underneath the short sleeve.
And grow out your gray ass hair.
Yeah, maybe I could do that. Yeah. Yeah, cool.
Someone says I look like a VTech boy. Can you squash that? I'm absolutely not.
Yeah, probably not.
I think, you know what's... I think people either think I'm a lot younger than I am, or I'm into, like, the tuner scene. The thing is, when Fast and Furious came out, I was too old to think that was cool. It was cringe as hell to me. Those orange-ass Supras and stuff. I was like, that's the cars I like. You ruined them.
I like the Dodge Charger in there.
Yeah, because they didn't rice it up.
Yeah, because it's a real...
Right.
Yeah.
Everything else is rice to hell. It's like glowing green Mitsubishi Eclipses. I was like, what are you guys doing?
That was the thing. I remember. I remember when that movie was big.
Oh, I hated that movie, dude.
And I was working at the time in my third job or second job or whatever, and I just remember it being a massive thing. Everyone was trying to do all these mods to their cars and stuff, and it was just kind of cringe.
I know, because of that movie, you had all these like poor kids like putting fart cans on their like DX Civics and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And like losing all their back pressure.
Oh yeah. No, I remember well. I remember the days under glow. People used to put LEDs under their dash and stuff.
You know what the cringiest scene in that movie is when the riced out Supra, which they totally ruined that car. Yeah. This riced out Supra pulls up. I can't remember the Ferrari, and he's like, "How much did it cost? More than you could afford, buddy." Smoke him.
Yeah. Well, it's an iconic movie. Everyone knows it. So.
Yeah, but it sucks.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
What
do you want to watch? Cannonball Run?
You just read that comment, didn't you? Oh no, it said Gumball Rally. Okay. Cannonball Run. No, that looks
Smokey and the Bandit.
I don't like those either.
Yeah, I'm not a.
You gotta understand, C-Milk. Fast and Furious is a beloved comedy to anyone. It is.
It's about family.
Yeah.
Anyway, back on track.
Yes.
We're going to be covering these very different cars.
This is a party, Dad.
I mean, it is, but it's got to be fun. That's the whole point of this. We're finally being able to follow our passion, which is cars. I love working on cars, something I missed dearly when I was in China.
That's all we talked about. Yeah. We were like pining.
You know, in America, it's so easy to work on cars. You've got these stores like Auto O'Reilly's and stuff all over the place where you can literally just walk in.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah. You can walk in and you've just got like everything. And you can walk up to the counter and say, hey, I need I don't know, whatever you want. Like I need a map sensor for this or,
a left-handed screwdriver.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll look it up on the computer and they're like, yeah, we can have that for you by the end of the day today, or they have it already. Right? And you can grab it and then you can just go and work on your car.
They also lend you tools.
They lend you tools, specialist tools if you need them. Yeah.
Can you imagine that in China?
Well, I mean, it's awesome. So that's the thing. Like, it's so easy and accessible to get into working on cars, and it's cheap too in America, and cars are cheap. They really are.
They are, absolutely.
My cheap little Chinese car that I thought was cheap, the equivalent of $7,000 US, I bought this absolute piece of turd Chinese car. I can take that and I can get myself a legitimately cool car.
Remember you could buy like an 08 BMW 3 Series.
Yeah.
For the price that you... No, actually you could buy like an 2012 BMW 3 Series with a good engine at like 300 horsepower for what you paid for your Chinese car.
Absolutely.
What the hell?
Dude, no, we were looking at BMWs for like $3,000.
Yeah, what the hell, like half?
What are you talking about? Anyway, what on earth is a cranberry lime?
Oh, guys, we're being really... I can't say that word. We're being really...
Happy.
We're being really happy because we're drinking these... what are they?
It says spiked seltzer water.
Don't show the
sparkling
brand.
Seltzer. Yeah.
Berry lemonade. The reason being is they have no carbs and they're super low calorie, and we are getting fat as hell.
Oh, that's one thing I'm struggling here in America. You can see me working in the background. You'll see how much weight I've put on.
Oh, yeah. Can I give a shout out, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see this garage that we just completely destroyed in the background? A subscriber of ours, since literally we first started YouTube, happens to live very close to where we're renting right now, and he let us demolish his garage and work on cars in it. And this guy's a freaking legend. He gave us a key, and we have nothing to worry about now. And I'm so pleased. And
absolutely.
I don't want to name him, obviously, but I really am so indebted.
Yeah, and we've seen...
He let us put a green screen up in there.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Because we don't have a garage.
No. It's been a godsend, and I'm really just hope he doesn't kick us out, because we always have, like, abandoned cars basically parked in the drive these days.
His wife died, and rest in peace. She died a couple years ago, and he has absolutely no use for it, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So thank you, unnamed man. You are an absolute legend.
Fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, we've got our own little garage to work in. Just a 2-car garage. And we've, bought some random tools. We got given a bunch of tools from
another subscriber.
Very good friend of ours.
Don't want to name names, but thank you. You know who you are.
Yeah, absolutely. Popped by and he gave us some of his old tools. We bought a bunch of tools from Auto O'Reilly's as well.
And some of the tools are from my 93-year-old grandpa, and the tools are from like the 40s.
Yeah,
it's awesome. But I can't read any of the measurements. Dude, America sucks.
Yeah.
And this is why it sucks.
What's a
5/16? Listen, I'm American, but I'm not proud of the imperial system. Metric is way better. Give me an 11. Give me a 10.
Yeah.
Not an 8.
Size 14.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Doesn't mean anything.
Nothing.
7/27 or whatever.
AutoZone or O'Reilly's debate is going on, by the way.
How is it? I'll be quite honest with you. I've got this terrible situation where I prefer O'Reilly's. I think it's classy.
You don't have as much stuff, though.
No, it's not that. I think it's just because AutoZone is just scummier. And so when you go into the scummier place, you feel more at home because you're walking in there with like oil all over yourself and they're all like, yeah, how's it going? And they like throw your oil in the tank in the back and they're always really
I think I know why.
Why?
It's because the O'Reilly's, where we are in LA, is actually in a pretty good part of town and the AutoZone's in like a really shit part of town.
And it's kind of easier to get to the AutoZone. And I've got rewards with it, like AutoZone rewards. Actually,
that's not their fault.
O'Reilly's is better. Like there's an old guy there who knows about building engines that I talk to all the time.
Right.
And the AutoZone, they don't really know cars very well. The people there.
It's in a scummy neighborhood, dude.
It's true. Yeah, it's cool though. Yeah.
Anyway, no offense to that scummy unnamed neighborhood. Anyway, should we go through some questions or should we talk a little? Let's finish this up a little bit. Not the live party. Let's finish up this description thing. So we covered what the episodes are about.
Yeah.
We have the fixing stuff. We have the dream car thing. Oh, explain the dream car thing a little bit. It's not a flip or flop type thing.
No. Like I was saying, it's cars that both myself, like real... You can get into this this kind of situation where you're like, hey, I always wanted an XYZ car, right? And you see one going for cheap because you can see them going for like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, which is affordable, right?
Right.
So you buy said car, it entertains you for like a month and then you're like, why did I buy this thing? It just takes up space. It's not practical. We've got families to think of. So we have to be a little bit more selective. So it's actually a situation where there's like a car that we genuinely always wanted our entire lives, and something we're going to hold on to. Yeah. Like for years.
Not just hold on for one more day.
Yeah, exactly. So it's something that we buy and fix up and we're going to film the whole like why it means so much to us, all the features of the car. We're going to test them. We're going to, really focus on the car for just an episode.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a bunch of the same fixing episodes for each one of these cars because there's no way you go buy your dream car and it's in perfect condition unless you're willing to spend huge money.
We're not rich.
No. So that's what the dream car thing is, and we'll keep those. But the other ones, we're going to get interesting cars, fix them, test them, sell them.
Dan Ferentz is here, one of our best bros.
Fantastic.
Any Napa stores in LA. Yeah, and they suck here, dude. They never have anything I need.
Yeah, and they're very few and far between.
Yeah, and they're like really dismissive and no one's helpful and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the three that I've come across, and AutoZone is more... You're right there. There's more AutoZones, less O'Reilly's.
So this Brad dude said O'Reilly's rented tool is far superior. I think we rented more from AutoZone just because it's closer.
No, the whatchamacallit...
that thing.
The
that was from
toe-arm thing was from O'Reilly's, yeah. They were so nice about it, too.
We shouldn't... We're taking this video down, by the way.
Yeah.
Right. Like when this comes up, because... What if we get a sponsorship 5 years down the road? And they're
from
like,
who?
Everyone's going to be like, dude, you talk so shit about us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
O'Reilly's has the worst jingle I've ever heard in my life.
I'm sorry, but that's what makes it.
Yeah, but it's not good to listen to. And when it's in your head, it's in my head now. It's like poison. It's almost worse than the... No, I'm not going to say this. The Cars for Kids jingle is worse.
What's Cars for Kids?
Oh, don't. I can't. No, it's in my head. Oh.
Okay, I don't even know what you're talking
will know what Cars for Kids is.
Yeah, no, the O'Reilly's has got the most fantastic jingle.
Dude, AutoZone's way better. It's metal.
You know
it's so AutoZone.
You know what the worst thing is? Every single time I go to O'Reilly's, I'm start like
me and you. We're walking over Riley's, and the people behind the car are like, "Fuck off."
Yeah, because we're like,
because they have to hear it all the time.
Right, yeah.
And I can't help it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Winston, stop. And you're like, C-Milk, stop.
Yeah, exactly. That's fantastic.
Oh no, people are doing the cars for kids.
Cool. All right, let's hit some questions.
Yeah. Should I scroll up?
Get in the zone, auto zone. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to tell everyone. By the way, so far we've gotten Japanese sports car.
Yes.
We have.
Don't say that the country. Don't say what type of car.
Okay, Japanese car. We've got a German car. We've got
couple American.
Three
cars.
American cars.
Yeah, but they're all wildly different.
Yeah, they're very wildly. They are wildly different. That's what we have so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and we have a lot of plans.
Lots of plans.
We might even import some stuff.
Yeah. Well, we are going to. Yeah.
Dejili says, "I love hitting the road to Reno. Your favorite damn
dude,
place
the
in
world's
the world.
biggest little city."
Winston loves when I was on my road trip across America.
Mm-hmm.
I would pull off specifically to show how tacky some shit in America can be to my wife. Because in China, there's not that many There's no road attractions. So, you'd pull off and it's the biggest prairie dog in the world. And it's holy shit, I want to see this prairie dog.
Yeah.
You pull in, and it's literally a 65-year-old man that just bitches about how he keeps getting pulled over because they need tax money in his neighborhood.
Sure.
And you go out back, and he's got just a cordoned off parking lot that he's torn up the asphalt in. So prairie dogs are living in it. And then it's a big paper mache prairie dog, and that's the world's biggest prairie dog.
Well,
that kind of shit, I feel like you will love.
I do, but Reno is a gem. Okay, if anyone's been to Reno, Nevada, they'll know what I'm talking about because the way it's situated,
the nature around it's nice.
It's an awesome little city. It's got gambling and stuff. Dude, it's got the lights. It's kind of like a mini Vegas. It really is.
I've been there.
Tesla's got a big factory out there now making batteries and stuff.
The area around is nice.
And then, you can go up into Lake Tahoe. It's literally
beautiful.
A little half an hour drive or something.
Right.
And then you've got, desert, you've got alpine, you've got snow, you've got everything you want.
My only problem is that all that stuff is awesome, and I do like it there. But the town, it's not a nice little town.
It's nice. Reno's nice. Ask anyone who's been to Reno.
Reno's as nice as renal failure.
Sure.
Anyway, he likes to go into Reno in his Mark III Super Turbo, and we both love that car.
Oh, that's such a cool car.
It. I'm a Mark II guy just because I own one.
Just to tell you, we almost bought a Mark III.
We were literally cash in hand, ready to go.
And the guy screwed us over. That's a story of dodginess. But
dude, that was super sketch.
Yeah.
Also in Compton.
Yeah, we almost got a Mark III Supra, but we failed.
Thank God we didn't, though.
No, yeah.
Dodged a bullet with that one. Mm-hmm. Someone says, what's going on behind you? Is it a new garage? That, just like I explained, either you were late or early. That is our friend's garage that he's letting us use because he doesn't use it.
Yeah, I mean...
He literally said you can take sledgehammers to everything. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
So we love him.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is our garage where we work on the cars. And you'll see I'm just doing some random crap in the background because we thought we'd put something up there. It might give you an idea of some of the cars and some of the things we're working on.
Sure.
But yeah, we don't want to give too much away.
Of course, because since these guys, these awesome dudes and dudettes are actually going to see the soda first.
Yeah.
Anthony Mouse says, Tijuana Mama FTW. That's the pickled sausage.
Oh.
You're a pickled sausage fan.
Yes, Tijuana Mama.
You know what sucks, though, is when you get the 300... It says 300% spicier version. And I forget, I have to read that label because you will literally be on the toilet. It's so bad.
Okay, cool.
7-Eleven sell their coffee for $1 here. Only way they can sell it. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, my new favorite channel is here.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
cannot wait to release the
Dude, we are so freaking pumped.
Yeah. Can't wait for your guys' feedback.
It was so much work, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, it took you 2.5 months to, what's it called?
To actually
fix the car.
Yeah.
It took me about the same amount of time to shoot and edit the thing.
Yeah.
It was insane, the amount of work we put into it. But at least now we have a format down.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, that's true.
This guy's a Oberto pepper beef jerky fan. I know you're an Oberto fan.
Pepper beef jerky.
Winston's the only person that I know that can eat a pound of jerky. I have a few pieces. You can eat a pound of it.
I'm really bad. If I'm going to do a road trip, my rule is bad swill coffee and a ton of jerky. I buy bags of that stuff. And it's expensive, man.
Right.
Jerky is so expensive.
Well, because you think about it, it's like a pound of meat, but it's been dehydrated, right?
Right, makes sense. But I love trying all the different, you got a teriyaki flavor, which sucks, but I'm not a big fan. I made the mistake of trying,
guy.
bacon. I mean, like pork jerky's not that good.
Jerky. I don't even like pork.
I tried turkey jerky. That was not very good.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah, no, turkey jerky was the worst.
You know what's weird? Fish jerky's good.
No, really?
Yeah, I thought it would be disgusting. Salmon jerky's really good.
Remember we tried alligator and ostrich?
Alligator and ostrich. Yeah. Those were horrific.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, let's keep going.
Yep.
Why are you not monetized? We explained that.
Yeah.
Jesse Horn, our bro. Jesse Horn. He's our moderator on the ATV podcast. Yes, some biltong jerky sounds nice for sure. Surfing today. I still haven't had proper biltong.
Biltong, I have found a place
in LA.
Pretty far out, yeah. I bumped into some South Africans actually.
No way.
Yeah, because I was sitting at a diner, because I love diners, right? So I'm there having my...
You're exposing so much hilarious stuff about yourself. I love it.
But no, I do, like, diners are my thing, dude. There's nothing better. You get the bottomless swill coffee, and you can sit there and you can keep, like, ordering, I don't know, that crappy bacon that's so, like, brittle and overdone.
Do you know why I don't like diners in California?
Why?
Because they're not Greek owned. In the East Coast, they're all Greek food.
So what, they have gyros?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh. No,
and
dude,
bottomless coffee.
I mean, you got bottomless coffee, you've got eggs easy over or whatever, you've got toast, you've got cottage cheese, you've got...
It's like Denny's.
You've got, like, lynx sausages, and it's good.
It's okay.
Yeah, Denny's
I'm saying they're better on the East Coast.
You say it's like Denny's. You know what? Denny's is awesome.
Denny's sucks!
And so's IHOP.
Oh my god. Dude,
anyway, so
Winston's a way better American than
I'm at this diner, right? And it's called, like, I don't even know what it's called, like Country Links or something. So I'm at this place, and I hear these people talking about how they can swindle not paying tax or whatever in Afrikaans next to me. And so, like, they're like, oh, you use this online thing to,
Did you wear your suit?
Yeah, I was wearing my suit.
Nice. And be like, excuse me?
So they're talking in Afrikaans, and so I just spoke to them in Afrikaans, like, oh, it's so nice to meet other South Africans here. And they shat their pants. They were, like, really, 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 like, taken aback. That's
like me when I speak Chinese to Chinese people randomly.
Yeah. They didn't expect that, you see. Anyway, immediately they, like, were very cautious, and they were worried that, like, I'd heard what they said, which I had. And they were trying to, like, distract from the conversation. They're like,
you're a tax-paying individual.
Yeah. How long you been here? Blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. And eventually they told me about this place that they know where there's a guy who makes not only boerewors, but he makes...
Which is sausage.
Yeah, it's just... Boer means, you know, like a farmer, and wors means sausage. So boerewors is farmer sausage.
Boer means pig here.
Not boar.
I know, I'm saying
boer.
It's apt, right?
What, like boar? They don't use
you know what it is?
meat.
It's bratwurst. It's obviously a translation from German.
But it's different.
Oh, okay.
It's, like, really, really good. If you haven't had it, you got to have it. You haven't had it yet,
no,
right?
I'm
So,
waiting.
I'm going to get it.
Did you get their contact?
Yeah, I know where it is. I'm going to go. And they make biltong.
Nice.
And biltong is the jerky of South Africa, which... I have to be honest, is better than any jerky I've ever had in America. It is different. It's different. It's not the same.
I haven't had it, but the best jerky I've ever had was in Mongolia, like outer Mongolia, and I've never had jerky better.
It's very similar to that.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's like
so much better than the shit here.
It's wind dry.
Yeah, wind dry. It's key. They don't wind dry it here.
Yeah, and it's, you know, like with spices and stuff. It's what the Boers figured out when they were doing that great trek through the bushveld.
The local Afrikaan people.
Yeah, the Afrikaans people.
Not the local Africans.
No,
Afrikaans.
Afrikaans, yeah. You know, Jock of the Bushveld and all that, while they were, like,
Dutch people
fighting lions and crap to get all the way up to Johannesburg. They had to preserve meat, so they figured out a way to do it, and it's fantastic. So you're gonna try it. If anyone can get their hands on biltong, it's called biltong.
Do you know why it just makes me chuckle though? Is I watched a video of you in China eating biltong because you got it from South Africans, and it was you like left it in the fridge too long or something.
And it got moldy,
and you spent like 10 minutes taking one bite.
Yeah, it was. Because I was saving it for the video, and then by the time it was moldy, right? I actually had to wash it off in the sink.
That's actually pretty normal with wind-dried beef, to be honest.
Yeah,
like aged steak is moldy. You wash it off.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
This is a party. We're having fun.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Thank you for the people that suggested the PayPal thing. Appreciate it.
Really appreciate it, yeah.
Finally caught your guys' stream. Greetings from Finland. Terve! I should say tervetuloa. That means welcome. Winston loves you guys. Wisconsin loves you. I read Wisconsin. Wisconsin loves you guys. And we love cheese, so I'm sure
I love cheese, yeah.
So when do we guys get Ed China on? Nice. He's actually been on some car channels I watch, so I think he's pretty keen. He seems like a really chill guy. He built that couch.
Yeah.
That's pretty
You know what's an interesting thing about China? In South Africa, we say, how's it going, my China?
That's
British colloquialism. Right. Well, British people don't even say
it. Oh, they don't?
Yeah. I mean, maybe they did, because it's one of those, Cockney slang things.
Yeah.
But it was adopted by the South Africans way back in the day. So it's very common now for normal people to say, like, how's it going, my China? What's up, my China? Just means like...
I don't know why that cringes me out.
It cringes me out. Because
okay.
they always have an accent. Hey, how's it going, my China?
It's
like that China. Yeah, lacquer.
That cringes
Anyway,
me out.
the thing is, my China means my mate. Because China plate, mate.
Right.
Cockney slang.
Right.
I'll take a butcher's,
Yeah.
Means I'll take a look. Butcher's hook. Oh, I fell down the apple and pears. Fell down the stairs. You know what I mean?
Give me a Britney Spears.
What's that?
A beer.
You're right, James Blunt.
There's a lot of pop culture ones.
Yeah.
You guys can figure that out yourself.
Yep.
Blah, blah. YouTube is stupid with their monetization. Massive Finn's a big fan.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
They are.
Absolutely. To be fair, though, not defending YouTube, but if anyone could monetize right off the bat, do you know how much crap would be up? They'd make 100,000 channels.
But the thing is, it was like that until recently.
Yeah, but think about it. You can make 100,000 channels and make like a one view from each of them, basically, and actually make money.
It's so annoying because when I first got into YouTube, you couldn't monetize.
No,
and it took me like 6 or 7 years before I could earn my first cent.
Yeah, I didn't even try.
And then when I was finally able to make my first cent, they suddenly opened it for everybody to be able to make money. And I was like, screw you guys. I've been working on this for years. And all of a sudden everyone can do it. And then they put this new rule in when we really needed it anyway.
That sucks because we were happy about this rule because there was so much crap coming up on YouTube. And it really dilutes good content.
Yeah.
But at the same time, now we need it real bad.
Yeah, true. We'll get there. When we release this and everyone watches it, if you guys really enjoy it, please share it out because... please.
I
think, do what you want, but I think you will share it out because I think you will like it.
Honestly, you'll see how much we enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
It'll come through. Zane Brunsman said, "I'm super excited for this. Where this channel is going. Thank you so much." There's a lot of haters out there. We're getting a lot of hate right now. They're like, "Oh, now moving on to cars, huh? Trying to get the best of you." Like all this kind of shit.
No, this is the thing. People don't like it when people try to expand their horizons and do things that they really enjoy. Yeah. They don't like it. They want to pigeonhole us, Guess
what? It's fun.
I wonder if anyone could recognize what engine's going on in the background there.
Don't give away too much because you actually care about this engine dearly.
I do. Anyway, I'm just curious.
It's a piece of shit.
Yeah, it is a piece of shit, but I'm making it better.
Slim Jims are like pepperoni sticks. They are actually. They're very greasy.
Yeah.
They like exploded oil.
You've got those other Jack's Links or whatever, there's so many. When I say Slim Jim, I just mean like a meat.
Oh, okay.
Like a
it's
meat
kind of like when
tube.
someone says a Kleenex. They mean a tissue, right? I'm sure it'll get monetized in no time. Yep. Wee! I'm here. Hey, y'all. I honestly think this channel will be a smash hit.
Thank you.
Get a classic Mini, lol.
I had one,
You did. I don't know if they're that easy to get here, to be honest.
Yeah. I had a Leyland Mini from way back in the day, but I didn't buy it for me because, when I was a youngster, I had too much of an ego. And I had this thing, it's weird, because my first car was this massive old Mercedes, right? And I was like, I'm never going to get a small car. I need a big car because I'm a big man. Well, it's that kind of idea. I'm not really a big man, but, you're a young, egotistical lad and you're like, I got to have, something big. So anyway, there was this girl I really liked and I thought that, if I bought her a car, then she'd like me.
She's got her flowers, bro.
Yeah, well, that's not how I rolled back in the day. So anyway, I bought her this car, but it was a piece of shit that didn't work, right? So I thought I'll buy it for her and fix it up and then give it to her. So I bought a Mini, which was trashed. In fact, I didn't even buy it. I traded a bunch of old computer parts, like Sound Blaster, AW32s and stuff.
Hashtag only South Africa things.
So I traded it for this old Mini. And I spent forever trying to fix it and never got it running, so it never worked out. Never even got to find out if it would work or not.
Oh, well.
So, yeah.
So I guess you don't have a high impression of those cars.
No. I did get it running, but it never ran right, so, yeah.
This guy with a Mark III Toyota Supra said, come to get a Mark III for me in Cali, lol.
Okay.
I feel like you're not going to give us your car. Thank you. And this guy said, Mark III what? Cortina?
Dude, there's certain Cortinas that are pretty cool.
I don't know about that.
You never had them here in the States, so you don't know what you're talking about. That's a Dutchman car of note.
Oh, by the way, in this channel, you're going to see us bicker like freaking, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, you see, the nice thing is
we have
that,
very different tastes.
Yes, although we both like cars a lot, we have completely different tastes in cars. Like the cars I love, he really can't stand, and vice versa. But we're going to convince each other.
We do convince each other.
Yeah.
We're open-minded. Tesla. I'd get a Tesla if it was like totally wrecked and just like strip it down. It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not into electric cars.
I like the technology that's involved, but again, like electric cars, it kind of goes against like a real car guys, you know?
Can't really fix broken cars today. Too many sensors and wires. I actually think that's a misconception, to be honest. There's so much literature online that it's pretty easy to like just follow steps, basically.
The thing is,
it is worse.
I'll be honest, I felt the same. And just recently having to work on fuel-injected cars, because I was always like, if it's got a carburetor, I can fix it. But then
we got fuel injection so early in America.
Yeah, exactly. Starting with this Corvette that I got, the C4 Corvette I got in 2016 for my big road trip, I had to fix things I'd never had to deal with before. Things like map sensors, you know.
And that's not a wildly complicated car compared to what you get today.
Yeah, exactly. But like, you know, knock sensors and stuff, which I didn't even know what the hell they were. So you learn about these things and you realize it's actually not that bad.
You're not scared by that stuff.
No. I can tear those things apart. I can fix it. Not a big deal.
And you'll learn about that.
Yeah, I'm going to teach you guys how easy it is.
This person says, why didn't you guys promote this channel a lot more in the ADV China videos? You know what, Rushers? You're absolutely right. We're pretty dumb.
Well, the thing is, ADV China is its own thing.
It is.
This coming Monday, though, we're going to have a special episode where we
push it.
Yeah, we're going to be pushing our new channel. So
it's
going to be
ADV China is going anywhere. It's exactly the same.
And that's something that I'd like to kibosh right now.
Yeah.
None of our other stuff's going to change.
No.
Just because we're starting a new thing doesn't mean that we're going to stop Serpent ZA, Lao 86, ADV China, ADV podcasts. All of that will remain unchanged and continue.
The amount of comments we got from like very concerned people, some people wrote essays.
Yeah.
Very condescending essays, being like, this is not why I came here. I'm not a car person.
Yeah.
Well, then don't watch it.
Remember my analogy? It's like, if you go to Ben & Jerry's and you like, because you love their chunky monkey, you know, and you buy that flavor, and then they come out with Rocky Road. You're not going to go like, I hate you guys now. No. I came to you because I like Chunky Monkey. Now you're releasing Rocky Road?
Because they still have the flavor you like.
Yeah. So, you know, if you came to
Shut up!
If you came to us for China content, feel free to stick around for the China content on the China channels.
Absolutely.
And if you are interested in car content and our nonsense as we bicker and carry on fixing these things, this is the channel for you.
There's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of humor, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. I'm just reaching down here to grab another.
He's not doing what you think he is.
I don't want cranberry lime.
I'll get you a different one. I just ran over my foot. Shit.
Sorry, but the cranberry lime's not a very good flavor.
Would you like a raspberry rosé?
No, please.
There's only 3, dude.
Well, what's the other one?
You're not having the last pina colada.
Well, how many?
Rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ah, man. Okay, fine. I'll have the raspberry rosé.
You know what? We're always like the nice people. We always leave food for people. Like, you know when you're having a family style meal? Yeah. Winston and I are very conscious about other people. We're not like, I'm going to take that last piece. We're very generous. Until you screwed me out of the last pina colada last time. Because I thought you were going to be nice after you want to be like, you can have it, dude. You're like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, cool.
Deanne Chapman... Yeah. Our bro.
Yeah.
He says, oh, you're doing a Mazda in the background, so I think your theory about them not being able to figure it out.
No, we don't have a Mazda, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, Tree Theodore.
Oh, fantastic.
Hi, man.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, bro? I like the concept. Glad you kind of get a whole preview from start to end.
Yeah, that's what the episode that we'll be releasing soon. Very, very soon.
I think we're having so much fun, though. I want to keep going.
Yeah. By the end of this live stream, we would have released the episode and you can watch it. And we really can't wait for your feedback.
If you guys are bored of us right now, just start like spamming and say, I want to see the episode now, or I want to keep hanging out with you guys. We'll get an idea. Wheeler Dealers. We watched... I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't like that show. I like the concept of Wheeler Dealers. And I think we borrowed a couple concepts from it, but very... Dude, have you seen the new Wheeler Dealers? They're so boring.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, they're horrific.
The thing is, I do like Wheeler Dealers. I used to like it from the technical aspect. That's why I really appreciate like Ed China was going in detail on how to fix things. I really couldn't stand that the little dude with his wheeling dealing.
You what, mate?
So right,
you better get this done for me.
It's a right good motor, you know, and it's just like
it's cracking with 180 horsepower.
And those like set up buying and selling things, and it's like whatever.
It's all fake.
Yeah. it kind of annoyed me. But the thing is, I still enjoyed the show. It did have the right kind of chemistry.
The thing is, though, they took all the mechanics out of it and never got mad. Now it's 99% mechanics, and it's stuff you can't do. Yeah, okay. It's like, just go get your mandrel bender, and then...
Yeah. At the end of the day, although we take inspiration from a lot of different shows, we're not trying to copy anyone. We're trying to do something different. And you will see when you watch this first episode, it's got things that nobody's ever done before.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially our little... Okay, all right.
It's not in the thumbnail. Oh, they can't see yet. Andy Malice again to the Mark III Supercar. I was born in Compton. Compton represent. We've been there way too many times now.
You'll see in the episode. I'm all for Compton. He's all scared of it and stuff. I think it's great.
I wasn't scared.
Well, you'll see in the episode. You'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way to sell me. Satan. This all sounds promising.
Good.
Alpaca. All
right.
Guys, you've 99% convinced me to become a mechanic.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Do it for yourself.
Yeah, it's fun.
Can confirm love Top Gear. I have no ideas how car actually works. That's what I'm saying. This is for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. Blah, 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 blah. Come grab my 75 Camaro pre-smog. We're always looking for pre-smog cars.
Oh, yes. And I really like the second generation F-bodies. Yeah, we'll come buy it from you. What?
Stop!
Okay, I'm sorry.
We didn't talk about it.
Yeah, true.
If it's free, we'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
Winston is Mike. Sea Milk is Ant.
I think that's from Wheelie Dealers. Isn't Mike the that's the right good motor? That guy.
Oh, so you're the rotund douche.
He doesn't know anything about cars, though.
I know. He's actually like, I'm not super handy or anything, but you've taught me a lot, and I'm actually realizing that anyone can do a lot of this stuff because you've taught me. That guy doesn't know shit.
No, that's the thing. Yeah. At least you're willing to learn. You've got the passion for cars, you know?
Owning that IS300 doesn't help. I own an R32 Skyline, so I have nothing to say. Yeah, dude, the R32s, I don't like the later models, to be honest. I like the new I like the new GTRs. Right. They're really fast and amazing. But the older ones are pretty cool.
They are very nice. I'm one of those guys that prefers form over function. So I like cars that look good better than cars that perform well.
This is absolutely where we differ.
Yeah.
I'm definitely more of like, I like handling and performance more than looks. I will drive a shit box that's really fast because I think it's really fun.
I really don't.
That's why this is perfect. That's why the show is perfect. Let's sell the show to our audience more.
Okay, cool.
That white Jetta was dope, though. Remember that white Jetta in Fast and Furious?
Oh, you know, those kind of Jettas are very popular in South Africa.
Oh, they're hideous, aren't they?
Yeah. My cousin had one, and we put a 2-liter motor in it because it was like a 1.8 or something.
Oh, I thought they were 2 liters already.
No, not his one. Oh. It's like we put a 2-liter from a jumbo Golf or something engine in there. So, nice. And it fit right in. It was kind of cool.
It makes sense, right? Yeah. What do you guys think of Lancer Evos that were discontinued? I feel
shopping car.
Yeah. Okay. This is one of those things where I'm not going to debate Winston because I agree with him. I would say I had like a mild interest in them because they're a normal looking car that's very fast and handles well. But then I drove one. Okay. Remember when they were working on my Altezza?
Yeah.
They loaned me the last generation of the Evo.
That's not fair though, because those guys didn't know what they were doing. They probably gave you a completely like screwed up one.
No, it's pretty. It drove fine. Okay. It just was really crappy inside. It was like worse than my parents' Hyundai Accent. I'm not joking. It's the most plasticky garbage thing, and it just vibrated like crazy. And you can see it. It is fast as hell. But it's just so.
Everyone was always like, "Oh, it's got a mile of wiring in it. It's like so complicated." Blah blah blah. Whatever. If you're gonna get a Mitsubishi, get a 3000 GT. You know.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Mitsubishi fan, to be honest. I like those Galant VR4s. They look like shit, but they're like all-wheel drive and stuff. Sure. Cool. Sorry if somebody's already asked, but when are you planning on releasing the first episode? It's happening literally at the end of the stream. Yeah. We're going to post the link. Everyone that tuned in today gets to see it first.
Yes.
While we're
live, we're going to release it, and we're all going to go watch it.
I'm going to wait for a confirmation that you guys clicked. You know?
Yeah. Once we know everybody in the stream has gone and clicked the link, then we'll end the stream. Yeah.
Gumball Rally, you gotta understand, you know. What do you think of Boosted Boys YouTube? I don't know it. What's the retail on one of the? Oh yeah, that was the quote in the movie. What's the retail on one of those? More than you can afford. Buddy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Love you guys are doing shishia. Shishini. The first one was cringe but watchable. The sequels were like late night Showtime quality bad.
Yeah, no, like I'll be honest with you, the Fast and the Furious has just become something else. It's its own monster. Like if I had to choose any, we got drunk and we watched. Remember, like way back, like a year or so back, we got drunk and we watched like all of the first 3 or 4 of them. Remember? And they were so bad, but the first one is the best of the lot.
Oh yeah,
it's the only one,
and it's already terrible.
Yeah.
Wisconsin vote. This dude's voting for a 1955 Chevy. This is one thing that maybe is a bit old for us. You never know.
One of the cars we have is a 1968.
Yes,
that's the oldest one we have. 1968 is the oldest car, and that's all I'm going to say about it for now. That we have and that I've worked on and I've completely rebuilt.
Right.
But that's probably about as far back as I want to go.
Right.
Although,
you never know.
Although, I personally, in South Africa, I had a 1966 GTO.
Oh, okay.
Which was fantastic. Even though it was completely wrecked. Right. It was an amazing car.
Okay.
I'd love to have another one.
Rusty O says, why are you wearing a dust mask when masking?
What do you mean?
You were about to grind down, right?
Well, I mean, look at that. Like I'm sanding paint. There's all these paint particles.
Yeah, you don't want to breathe that in.
And, I've already shortened my life doing stuff like this in China.
We cut off 10 years of our life in that garage in China.
Yeah. So that little dust mask isn't really helping me much, but at the same time, it's better than not having one. So, I
feel like the old guy that actually lives in the house, if he breathes this stuff in, I'm sorry if you're watching. I'm sorry for all the fumes.
Yeah.
Mitchell S says, "Are you also going to work on bikes?" And we have a very special.
Oh yes, we are. And we have something fantastic that no one's ever seen in the world.
No one in America, I promise you, has these bikes.
Yeah,
2 of them.
Yeah, we got 2 of them, and they're very special.
We're going to go very far on them.
Yeah.
Will you be continuing the China videos? Yeah, we answered that. Of course, nothing's changing.
Mm-hmm.
What are both your dream cars? I feel like I would answer that until we decide to do this dream car series.
Well, maybe what we can say are ultimate dream cars. Like,
we can't afford it.
Because we can't afford them.
No.
So
you have an example of yours over.
I do. I'll go fetch it while you tell everyone your ultimate dream car.
Mine is if I'm going to go ultimate dream car, it's probably like an 86, 87, 911 turbo Porsche. But I would take anything up until 1996. From like early 80s to 1996, air-cooled Porsche with a big whale tail on it. I love 911s. Biggest dream car ever, but I can't afford it.
That is my ultimate dream car, if anyone can see that. A 1970 or 71 Dodge Challenger. It's got to be 70 or 71. I will accept a Plymouth Cuda, which is the same car.
No one's giving you one.
Yeah, I'm just saying. A 71 Plymouth Cuda.
Those are more expensive, aren't they?
And, it would be nice if it had the big Hemi in it, with a shaker.
I always thought Hemi sounded like hemorrhoid.
It's hemispherical combustion chamber.
I know what it is. It just sounds bad to me.
Yeah, this one, see? Actually, Seymour got this for me for my birthday, which is awesome.
It's a nice model.
Yeah, and it's got you can see the engine and everything. I think that's pretty sweet.
It is cool.
But, it's
a cool car.
And
I like the color.
In this color. Plum crazy purple.
It took me so long to find that.
This is my dream car. Put that off to the side.
I wish I had a model of mine to show you guys. Next.
It's okay. Yours one's super common. You can just look up 911 or whatever.
What's more common? The exact model 911
actually,
I said, or
don't look up 911. You're probably not going to see a car. Okay, sorry.
Oh,
yeah. Anyway,
never forget.
Yes.
I find the same thing being true in crafting. This guy's verified, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Switch and lever. For any crafting, it's easier in the U.S. when they have woodworking stores, metalworking, DIY crafting. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. China doesn't have a hobby.
It doesn't reward that stuff.
Industry. So if you want to go to a hardware store, it's called a Wujingdian, which is basically means 5 metal shop, and they've got a very limited amount of things. Bad. You can get electrical tape, you can get some cheap tools.
Very cheap.
You can get plastic PVC pipes and some fixtures for plumbing and stuff, and that's it. There's actually nothing else in there.
The one thing that I have to credit China with is that we call them, I can't say that. The people that fix that.
The shifu.
The shifus, the
shifu,
masters.
Yeah, shifu. Yeah,
that's what you
nothing
call
wrong
them.
with that. It's master,
okay.
yeah.
These guys that fix bikes and cars and all this kind of stuff, they are dirt cheap.
They actually don't charge you anything. But you get what you pay for, dude.
That's the problem. But then you have these like freaking thieves in America. The people that own these like mechanic shops in America are making bank.
No, I've been very disappointed because I can fix pretty much everything on a car. There's nothing that I can't do, but I do not possess things like certain tools like welders. Right. I don't have a welding machine here. We don't have a lift. Well, it's not about expensive.
It is expensive, though.
But it's not that. It's like you need the right environment.
Yeah.
If I was to just start like welding random stuff in that garage, I could set things on fire or whatever.
I don't think we need a lift.
We need a lift,
right?
In order to get under to do like the exhaust welding and stuff.
We have to jack it
I can't sit there with jack stands under and weld.
No.
So I took a car to one of these places, and man, did they rip me off.
Right, dude, it's nuts.
And the worst thing is I understand what it is they need to do, and what they do here is they just find ways to scam you, and that is terrible. That's why this series is so important. Sure. We're going to teach you how to not get scammed, because this is a big barrier to entry. When people want to go and buy a car that they want, and they buy it, but they know it's got problems, the first thing they'll do is say, I'm not going to buy it because it's going to cost me too much to fix it.
Right.
And we're going to be like, no, you can buy it because it's not going to cost you too much to fix it.
To mechanics' credit, though, I did find a couple when I was growing up that were super honest and really nice and like let me pay in installments. Were really like, listen, don't worry about it. You're a student, When you find a person like that, that's a gem. Because a lot of the people we met are just...
Yeah, but you like where you grew up, it's more of a small town feel.
That's a difference, right? When you're in a big city like LA, everyone's out for $1.
Oh, absolutely. They'll screw you over.
These mechanics think they're going to be on like a Hollywood movie or something someday.
Yeah, exactly.
Next, I just found out that my windshield wiper container has a leak in it. It was an easy fix on your own. That's exactly the kind of thing. You don't have to go pay someone $200 to do that.
No, just some epoxy or whatever. Yeah.
Dion says, I'm having fun with all the surprises in my Camaro, like burnt wires. Nah! He's in Australia, by the way.
By the way, your Camaro, I know exactly how to fix every single thing on that car. Little hint about what's coming up.
We don't have a Camaro.
No, but you might know what I'm talking about.
Senator Perry says, in before Rich Rebuilds does a cameo. Do you
What's
know that
that?
guy? That's probably a channel.
Okay.
1955 Chevy says this guy again.
Nice.
Come to Canada. Canadians are by the way, the most hospitable and nice people that like reach out to us. Yeah. They're also, I feel like, the most freaking nationalists. Like every day we get like 500 messages like come to Canada. We will.
Yeah.
We absolutely will. And I love Canada. But wow.
I had such a good experience with a Canadian because I was looking for a very specific stereo, like, why am I saying stereo? We call them radios. Car radio, right?
Yeah, car radio, yeah.
Okay. And it's for an old car. And I found this guy on eBay who's in Canada who, like, takes old radios and he, like, refurbs them. And he takes such pride in his work. And he takes these old radios and he, like, puts new capacitors, new belts. He completely cleans them, replaces any worn buttons and stuff, kind of... all that, and he sent it to me, and it was so nicely wrapped, and a thank you for your business sticker.
Nice.
And I was like,
Canadians are awesome.
You know what? Like that
they really
dude,
are.
That dude, I'm definitely going to be, sharing his information to anyone who needs an old radio.
Go up there and treat him to some snow with maple syrup poured on it.
Okay, all right,
That's a
sure.
thing they do.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Simo, get back in an IS300. You know what? I once bitten, twice shy kind of guy. Are you going to bring your Chinese car to the U.S.? No. Winston, are you drinking White Claws? No, I hate White Claws. It tastes terrible.
I don't know, but I feel like a White Claw's got a little bit more street cred than a Smirnoff spiked sparkling seltzer.
White Claw, no, it is spiked sparkling.
Yeah, but it's like, claw, know, it's a little bit more manly.
Taste like shit.
I feel like this is what college girls drink, and they're like...
You're giving this too much credit. I don't even think college girls drink. This is like boomer, like 60-year-old women.
I don't know.
After yoga class. And they're like, I'm going to be naughty tonight. Crack open the cranberry lime. You know what I mean? I
bought something for Sasha to try because, she couldn't drink while she was pregnant. So finally she's not pregnant anymore. And
she's breastfeeding.
Yeah, I know she's breastfeeding, but that's okay.
In between, yeah.
She can have like one or two.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm like, what can I... And there's like twisted iced tea or something. Or like, it's got these lame little names to it. It's funny though.
It is.
Yeah,
America's just ridiculous.
Yeah, like hard cider or twisted iced tea.
I just filmed my cereal episode. You should see some of these cereals that we have.
Nice.
Pinky's out, lol.
Yeah.
Dan Ferris. I'll just say I won't.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, you became hipster women. We did.
We totally
very
did.
poignant.
Yeah.
Come visit NorCal. I work at an old school car muscle car shop.
That's fantastic.
I can't wait to make these kind of connections. Go hang out with these people.
Yeah.
By the way, it's
Yeah.
fine. You know, it's finally nice because like what we do with our China stuff, we don't have like-minded. It's only us that does that.
Yeah.
It's only us. There's no one else that does what we do.
No.
So now we have this hobby that we can actually make friends and like talk to people.
Totally.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
so
Totally.
fun.
Totally.
Auto Riley's.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine not using the Imperial system. Please, can we get rid of it?
You know, when I was driving down to Mexico, there's the metric highway.
And it changes, right?
It's in Arizona, right? And it actually starts to talk kilometers. Why couldn't they have expanded that elsewhere?
Come on, America.
Yeah, I mean seriously, it's a bit much. What is a pound foot?
What is a pound
What
foot?
is it? Do you take your foot and like
pound it
pound
to the
of
ground?
flesh? you know.
It's come on.
Shylock's going to be making an entrance.
And let's be honest, kilometers is a little better. Okay, the let's say the speed limit's 60, right? Why not just make it 100? 100 kilometers an hour. It's pretty easy, right?
Well, I mean, you guys did get it right during Vietnam. Like clicks, those are kilometers.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, clicks.
10 clicks away, you know.
I still use kilometers. I use Celsius.
Yeah.
Everyone gets so mad. I'm like, it's 23 out today, and they're like, brr.
Yeah, I confuse everyone. My thermostat and like I filmed. Remember, we filmed in the Corvette, and I'd switched it to kilometers. And it's like 136. Everyone's like, "Why are you driving so fast? 136 miles an hour?" No, it's like 70 or whatever. 80 miles an hour.
I honestly, I'm from this country. And I can't get used to it now. I'm tired of it. AutoZone rarely knows anything about cars, whereas O'Reilly's knows about them but doesn't carry that. That
Actually
is
true.
bingo blango. Seriously.
Absolutely right.
Like the AutoZone we go to, people are wearing like anime shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
They don't know anything about that.
Nope.
I'm really curious about this honeycomb table. Is it aerospace grade? You picked that up, right? That table you're painting on?
Yeah, I just went to Home Depot.
Oh, nice. Napa is useless. 100% guaranteed. Agreed.
Yeah.
They're so shit.
Yep. Agreed. Yeah, that table was very useful because, to be honest, because I'm getting old, my back kills me because I'm always leaning over the engine bay and always reaching down. So when you've got a table that you can actually take parts and put them down, it makes a world of difference. It really does make a world of difference.
This burrito rustler guy, perhaps the most competent and honest mechanic in America, is from Seamilk's home state, South Main Auto in Avoca, New York. That is something I've noticed, and I'm not shitting on California right now, but the people that I grew up around, and maybe it's a small town thing, are just a tad more honest than in Los Angeles.
Oh, come on, man! Like California's kind of vapid. Everyone's a surfer and a a whatever.
I'm loving it.
They don't care about cars.
But you go to a small town in California, it's the same. Like people are super nice. Yeah. They're really hospitable. Yeah. They're like patient.
Exactly.
White Claw is a white girl drink too.
Oh, okay.
It's such a white girl drink.
Well, it's still got a claw.
White Claws are not the best seltzer. These are absolutely the best one I've had so far, but there's so many now. We got to try more.
Bud Light's got a new one.
Right. Well, Bud has one.
I think it's called a Bud Light Seltzer.
I'm saying like the brand.
Yeah, but I think it's Bud Light Seltzer. So Bud Light's got a seltzer.
Fair enough.
If it was just Bud Seltzer, that'd be different, right?
This guy is very concerned. Please, guys, brew your own beer. I have absolutely no time for that.
I have a friend who tried that once and we almost died.
But he's done very well now.
Yeah.
But we were his guinea pig.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I got poisoned and almost wanted to kill my friend.
Yeah. You remember when he mandated that we have to drink a glass of water after every beer because he was concerned?
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Yep.
Worthless whips in Alaska would be absolutely insane. Well, it'd be worthless snow.
Yeah. By the way, 42 Fab.
Oh, 42 Fab, yeah. If
our friend from Oklahoma.
I'm going to post it, actually.
Yeah.
Go check out this channel. This guy's awesome. He hangs out with us, but like
he's responsible for sending us this.
He sent us this, and he also made on our show.
Yeah,
he made this for me as well. This piece of shit. Okay, not the metal thing. There's a calendar stuck to it.
Yeah.
He made this as well, which is my logo, which you can see here.
Yeah.
This guy's amazing. He's super cool, and he's very fun to hang out with. So check out his channel. He does metal fabrication stuff.
Absolutely.
And he puts so much time and effort into his videos.
No, he's a renaissance man.
He is. He absolutely is. And he's out in Oklahoma, right?
Yep. I like Oklahoma. Just got wide open spaces. No, seriously, I
don't
want
to make it aside, but my grandpa's from Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
His grandpa
Yeah.
was there while it was Native American territory, and then they opened it up to where you stake your claim. And you there was claim jumpers and stuff. That's why that restaurant's called
that restaurant's pretty cool too.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But he actually claimed a piece of land. It was 90 acres for free back then, and that's where my grandpa grew up, in a tent and then a cabin.
Nice.
Isn't that kind of cool?
No, Oklahoma's cool. Yeah, I went to Tulsa. I went to Oklahoma City. There's a guy building a Chinese junk in Tulsa.
Yeah.
You know, SV Secret.
Remember when the Wumaos are the Chinese haters? They're like, how dare you call it a Chinese junk? It's not junk.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's what it's actually called. Look it up in the dictionary. Yeah.
Anyway, 42 Fab. Thanks for tuning in.
Sure.
I'm not sure how anyone gets by in Alaska. I would agree with that, dude. Jeez, it's like winter 8 months, 9 months a year. I guess you snowmobile.
You go to Alaska because you're a criminal, number one. Or number two, if you want to go on those like fishing boats or do the oil sands or whatever.
In Alaska. Dude, you just pulled in Alabama.
I did. No, but at the same time, I think Alaska's kind of the final frontier where people go to prove their mettle. And I do think a lot of people go there because they want to prove that they're like a...
Yeah, no, I watched
like
a couple survival guys out there, and that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Like shooting bears for meat and stuff, that's awesome.
I mean, it's like the final frontier. It's like you're transporting yourself like 100 years back.
Right, and you get like government stipend.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Why does it keep snapping? I hate the Snapdragon stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to randomly start.
Yeah.
Sylvia 1.8 turbo make you wet your panties. Sylvia's,
Sylvia's are all right.
Yeah, they look nice.
I got a friend in Japan who...
I'm not a drift boy.
You know, is big into that sort of thing. And we are going to be taking both ADV China and Worthless Whips to Japan in the near future.
Way to spoil it. Very near future.
Yeah.
It's going to be so fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
What speed is the footage behind you? That is 20 times. Well, some of it.
Yeah.
50s cars get expensive and take a ton of time. Trust me, Anna. Thank you. This is the whole thing about Worthless Whips, and I have to throw a disclaimer out here.
Yeah.
If you're interested in watching YouTubers that make millions of dollars, like dump tons of money just to make a YouTube video, this is not what it's going to be. We don't have money.
No.
We're not poor, but we do not have just like 20 grand to throw at a car.
Remember that this channel has not earned us a cent,
right.
And we've only just sunk money into it.
We have kids, we have wives.
Mm-hmm.
We still have to fund travels to go shoot our other channels and stuff.
But it's a passion, so we're spending money on it because it's a passion, and we want to help other people who have a similar passion.
Yeah, and I don't want to be one of these guys like these guys that go and like spend $1 million on like a Bugatti or something, make a YouTube video, and they make all their money back because everyone's like, "Whoa, this is awesome!" You know, we don't have the money to do that, but at least you have skills, and I can put together something interesting for you guys, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
that's the best part. Another question on motorbikes too. Yes, we will.
Somebody got the Mercedes wrong. It's not a W166.
There is nope. Incorrect. There is no Mercedes.
It's not a 166.
That's fine. It's not. It's not anything.
Change the second one to a...
Stop! Dude!
Come on. Come on. I'm not having another rosé.
I ate the rosé now. Yeah, bike as well.
Berry lemonade. Sounds better than...
Those Vietnamese bikes sound spicy.
Vietnamese bikes? No, it's not Vietnamese. No, we said we got some funny bikes. They're not Vietnamese.
Oh, I think that, because we were in Vietnam, like literally very recently. Before they released the Fast and the Furious, they added a booth to promote it, and the Detroit Auto Show laughed at it and asked if it was a college project. How wrong, dude! Eric Mueller, you're a freaking legend.
Legend, absolutely.
Gordon Hamilton, that's an orbital sander. Oh yeah, see. The reason he was wearing a mask, he was concerned that you were literally wearing a mask just for the tape.
For the tape?
Yeah, he said, why are you wearing a mask while you're masking stuff down?
Oh.
No, hell yeah, 993 all the way. Thank you, Velocity. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. You're not a biker until you've had at least one limb snap. Does a broken knee count? You've had some crashes of note as well.
I have, but I don't break bones.
Yeah, I only broke it once. I broke it once.
I've cracked a rib. I've cracked a...
So you broke bones?
It's not broken if it's cracked.
Come on.
The pinky, a wrist. Remember when I had that bone sticking out? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like, for the longest time, I had this accident in China, And every time, I didn't even really notice until I decided I'm going to get in shape and I want to do push-ups. I tried to do a push-up and I couldn't because like my hand was so painful. And when I did put my wrist down like this, like a bone was sticking out.
Right.
And then it was like that for like a year.
Right.
And then I had another accident where I fell down like this. And
I remember.
Popped it back into shape. And I was like, hey, guess what? It's back.
You're like so pumped.
I was like, this is amazing. My hand's back to normal.
So Winston built me this bike called the Chamberlain. It was literally a Chinese 125 frame that he put this like fire-breathing, unregulated, like shit air-cooled 250 into.
Yeah.
Straight piped it. And stripped everything off of it.
Yeah, like
the
flames
most
coming
dangerous piece of shit. It wheelied.
It was so much fun.
It was awesome. But I crashed it and I broke my knee. And my knee went into my shin. And I literally will never forget that feeling of them pushing it back. The kneecap back up. And then waiting for my ligaments to heal. But to be fair, I didn't shatter it. It was just a crack, just like you. So we've never broken a bone.
Yeah, I've broken collarbones and stuff, but that was not really on bikes. That was just being, young.
You guys need to import a Changjiang 750 from China. I will never, ever
I had to repair a gearbox in one of those.
That was horrific.
It's a copy of a copy of a copy because basically it's an old BMW design from 1932. And the Soviets stole the blueprints from Germany when they took over, after World War II. Then they sold like that to China. China made 1 million of them.
You know how bad the Soviet Union, like when they ripped stuff off, how bad they made it?
Yeah, they made the Ural, which is the same thing, which is better quality than the Chinese Changjiang.
It's horrific.
Because they used really bad steel, very bad like
pig iron.
Yeah, pig iron and stuff. And it doesn't matter what you do to them, you cannot make them reliable.
No.
And they're very bad bikes. They're cool looking though. They're very cool looking. Those big sidecar, Yeah,
I don't know. We'll do it in Russia if we do it. We're not going to do it in America, though.
Yeah.
Perhaps the most competent non-speaking... Oh, you already said that. And then blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm going to snap down towards the bottom here.
Yep.
If you don't know how to read a map, I have no interest in debating with you. Hardly everyone lives in the very north of Alaska, whereas the north of Sweden is full of people.
Okay.
Thank you for saying that. I'm not reading that. It's weird. Thank you, Jesse Horn. You do remember about my knee, for sure. What do you think about Brixton bikes?
I actually don't know Brixton bikes.
I don't know either. We're going to
Sounds British.
Sounds
British.
That wasn't directed at you guys. Sorry, switching lever.
Okay, yeah.
This guy's flexing on his on all his injuries.
I got pins and to be fair, I don't like to drive in a car with someone because, maybe it's a control freak thing, but obviously I like to drive cars. But if I have to drive as a passenger, so I'm not driving, if I have to ride in a car, I don't like to ride in a car with someone who's never had an accident.
Yeah, for sure.
Because people that have never had accidents don't know the limits. Right? So they keep pushing them because they've never had an accident.
Right.
But someone who's really seen the consequences of bad driving, they will tone it down a little.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
100% agreed.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't mind. I can't fall asleep in vehicles. I could fall asleep if you're driving, and I think you could do if I was driving. Sure. We totally trust each other, but I hate being a passenger. What the worst is? Being a pillion on a bike. I refuse.
Me too. Never. I'm never ever do that. But it's one of those things, people are like, don't worry, I've never had an accident. That's when I worry.
You're like, dude,
it's like, holy shit.
Switch it around.
I'm driving. You sit in the trunk.
I've crashed so much, you get in the trunk.
I'm tying you on the roof,
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
What SUV or truck under 10K is the most reliable? Anything Toyota, 100% guarantee. The American stuff is, it's cheap. Toyota trucks literally go forever. My neighbors, my aunts and uncles,
I can't really disagree with that, but at the same time, in the US, parts are so cheap. If you got an old Ford or something like that, or an old Chevy.
Oh, no, for sure.
Come on. Like, if the engine breaks, you just put in a new engine.
But if you just want some piece of shit, $2,000 truck, get a 90s like Toyota truck, it will go forever.
But it's not going to cost $2,000. Toyotas, they're expensive because
you pay a little bit more. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Toyota trucks are amazing.
Get an old F-150 or a C10 or S10.
Yeah, because what if this guy doesn't want to fix it? He just asked for most reliable.
Okay, right, fine.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
I would prefer a Honda over a Toyota, but Toyota would be my second choice for sure. Hondas are
way better in not in reliability at all.
No,
but they're cooler. Like, give me a 91 Prelude.
Give me a 91 Supra.
Yeah, but no, that's not even the same thing. Give me an NSX then.
Give me a 91 Supra.
And give me a 91 NSX. Would you rather have an NSX or a Supra?
Those are cool.
But if you're talking like a Toyota that's equivalent of like a Prelude, what is it, like a Camry?
No. Prelude's kind of sporty.
It's kind of, but it's still kind of like it's a two-door.
You know what it'd be? It'd be a Celica.
Yeah, okay, you can have a Celica.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I'd rather have the Prelude pop-up lights.
I like the Prelude better too.
Yeah, it's nice.
No, I've had Hondas as well. I do really like Hondas. But I don't like how they stopped at 4 cylinders pretty much. And there's a couple of V6s and stuff. But like Toyota's had the whole realm, you know. They made some cool cars, made some fast cars too.
Yeah.
And they're starting to get back into that as well, which is nice.
Well,
Honda? What is Honda making now? What fast car does Honda have now? Nothing.
I don't know.
And by the way, the NSX is not a Honda here. It's an Acura.
Psh, but it's a Honda everywhere else.
Yeah.
Just because you've got a fancy name for a Honda here.
Whatever. You probably use kilometers an hour.
Yeah. Anyway.
But no, definitely Toyotas are more reliable, though. I have to say that.
I agree.
They're bulletproof.
Yeah. That's why they're the famous, most favorite cars in Africa.
Right.
They are. Where I'm from, everybody loves Toyota. Toyota Hilux.
Dude, me and my friend had one. It was amazing. It was slow as hell. It was a pig, but it was so reliable.
Oh, they're fantastic. It's kind of incredible how good they are.
You can drive them underwater, basically.
Yeah, in Africa, they're prized and they're so overpriced because people will sell a beat-up old Toyota and it'll cost more than a new anything else.
Because they know it's going to last, right?
Yeah, totally.
I feel like they're getting really expensive here now, too, like the 80s ones, because they were so simple.
Mm-hmm.
ISIS wouldn't exist without Toyota.
They wouldn't.
Absolutely true.
Where else are they going to mount their machine guns and stuff?
Civic Type R. I like the 90s ones. The new ones look ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean...
You don't like those. Don't front.
No, I'm saying the 90s ones I don't really like.
Oh, I like those ones. I like those egg ones.
The CRX or whatever is kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that too.
I like the CRX.
That's absolutely true.
But, yeah.
Anyway. Honda Accord made a great V6. They're bulletproof. And those are cool. They came with 6 speeds and stuff, which is kind of nice.
That's nice.
One of the nicest cars I owned was a Honda Accord. It's so boring, but it was so nice. Such good gearboxes.
Yeah, you see, I'm very happy to torture myself driving a terrible car.
Yeah, this is the difference. Yeah.
But here's the test with the car. When you go to the shop and you park it in the parking lot and you get out the car, if you look back at your car, then you've got a winner.
The difference is...
If you slam the door and just go buy your damn eggs or whatever it is you're going to go buy.
I agree. But the difference between me and you is you get to look back and then dread getting back in it.
Because it might not start.
And then I look back and I still like the car and I know it's fine.
I feel like you wouldn't do that if it was a Camry.
I don't own a Camry, do I? I would never buy a Camry.
Well, I mean, that's your whole argument, though.
No. I'm saying I buy cars that not only do I like, but are also reliable because they're usually Japanese. Okay. And you're buying shit heaps.
Yeah. But they're way cooler.
But they're cool. They are cool.
And they sound cool.
To be fair, we bought the same shit heap in different shapes.
Yeah, we did.
Very horrible car.
Very, very. We can't wait to share.
The worst car I've ever owned.
This is the first of our dream car series that we're going to be releasing.
Don't buy your dreams.
It's more like nightmare car series. Oh, man.
You know when you're a kid and you see a car that you're like, someday I'm going to own that? Yeah. We did that.
Yeah.
And it was the worst idea I've ever had.
I wasted so much of my life.
Oh my God. They're horrible.
Oh, terrible.
But damn, do they look cool.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
For sure. Honda S2000, I honestly think that's a car I'm starting to appreciate now.
It's nice.
No, they're cool. But 2 seats. 2 seats.
I like 2 seats.
Yeah, you have a kid now. You're going to start changing your mind real soon when that kid's mobile.
No,
You will.
I mean, I got you, but I've kind of traded my 2-seat cars for my... I got a 4-seater that's kind of still cool.
You could put your kid in that.
Yeah, totally.
You have to put a mullet wig on your kid, though.
Yeah.
Teaser!
Yeah, teaser.
92XR, blah, blah, Spitfire owned MG. I don't know anything about British cars, by the way. I only know Lotus.
Well, British cars are... Well, they're kind of cool, but they're lame at the same time. You know, like MGs.
They're so poorly built.
very big in South Africa, like MG, BGT or whatever.
Right.
You know, that's
because you guys are a colony.
Jaguar E-types are all over the place. You know,
all over. That's like a $500,000 car here.
Well, I used to see them everywhere in South Africa. Yeah, it's very
real
common.
Ones?
Yeah, real ones.
Not
obviously.
Like
no. What else? Like, I don't know. British cars, minis.
The switch and lever guy says, "Oh, come on! I look back at my Renault Kangoo."
No, you don't. You liar! You just look back because you scared it fell apart, or you didn't lock the doors or something. You know.
You look back to see if anyone saw you get out.
Yeah, you're like, no one saw that, right?
Yep. 1989 Honda Civic SIR, awesome car. I like the hideous boxy things that no one's gonna look. Stuff. I told you about my dream, right? You buy one of these like shit box Japanese cars from the 80s, and everyone's gonna think you're a piece of shit, but you know it's gonna start, and you're gonna get in there, and it's just gonna go.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that shit.
Yeah, there's something to that.
We have a soccer mom here. She said she drives her Honda Odyssey, but I'm a soccer mom, lol.
Honda Odysseys are cool.
You make fun of me for driving one for 2 years.
That was not the Odyssey that I like, though. That's the lame one. Yours was like
2003.
No, it was like a brown interior with like cloth seats that looked like they were stained, that a dog took a piss all over them. It was horrible, right?
Oh no, he kept it immaculate.
It didn't look like that. Maybe it's just my imagination.
It was old.
It was horrible. And it's that horrible shape, and it's a horrible one. You know, there's that like
Honda's
2000s
showing his Honda bias right now.
The 2000s one that's kind of like sleek, and it's got the digital dash, and you know what I'm talking about.
That was an 03. This one was shit.
That was not an 03.
It was an 03.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it looked like an 83.
No, it's an 03.
Okay, well, whatever. The newer one.
The newest one.
No, not the new. The newest one sucks. The one before the newest one. Dude,
I don't know what your
one was like the one that your father-in-law had or whatever.
He gave it to me.
Okay, yes, and then he took it back. But that one, okay, that one was rubbish. Okay, that's like a really horrible version. Then the one that came after that's the sleeker one.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of cool.
Mid 2000s.
And now the one that's out now is like very tall, much bigger, much boxier and grosser. It's the mid one that's good.
Gotcha.
Just saying.
Thanks for your wisdom.
The Honda Odyssey is great. Like, it's got those folding seats and crap and all these gadgets and little
Who are you?
Cup holders and
Do
things.
we know each other? Like, everyone... Listen, we hang out all the time.
Yeah.
Why are you dropping this shit on me right now?
Because it's a good car. But no, dude, you know I like...
You know if my wife
cars.
sees this, what's going to happen, right? If she gets your endorsement, you're the one that's saving me from not getting a van.
You got to get a van, dude. You'll
what
love
the
that.
hell happened?
It's going to have like all these cool things like refrigerators. You can keep a 6-pack in there. Come on. Fold the seats down, you know, you can sleep in the back.
No. Fast sedans are awesome. I also agree, Dan. I love a fast sedan that's a bit of a sleeper because you got all the room, right? Like a BMW M5. I'm not a BMW guy. I have to make a disclaimer, but BMW M5s are awesome. They're super fast and they're massive, right?
Yeah,
you have all this room. Like we like S-Class Mercedes.
Sure.
They're huge, right?
Yeah.
Datsun 240. Love that car. Too expensive now.
It's too
Sucks.
expensive.
You're buying like a tin box for like 10 grand now.
Yeah, something that's rusted through.
Toyota Celica, definitely going to be doing something along those lines. MG Midget, no, thanks. Prelude.
Yeah, Preludes are great, you know?
The last gen is the best one. It's not the best looking.
No,
it's not the best looking.
Gen, yeah.
The second gen is the best looking. But the last gen is actually a really fantastic car.
It's a good car.
Apparently they're like really much faster than they look, you know. Typical. My dad loves the 356 Porsche 914. That is the worst Porsche in the world. You've seen the 914?
Oh, is that backwards facing looking thing?
What is it? And all the old guys in my neighborhood, they would buy those because they were cheap. They are so bad.
Isn't it a Fiat or something?
Yeah, it was like a conglomeration or whatever.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's got the Porsche brand. There was this, I remember in high school. So this is my story about that car. I'm in high school, and there was this American girl who was doing some kind of like exchange thing. She was hideous. Okay, but
I'm out.
The thing is, okay, it was weird to have an American in my school. We had like
you're in South Africa, right?
We had like 3 Americans in the school.
You're like Biltong, South Africa. Right?
Yeah. So anyway, she came with this massive big bouquet of roses she had in her hands and stuff, and she was like standing at the parking lot where everyone it's like all schools have a parking lot.
I get it.
She's got this massive bouquet, and so like I'm just sitting there chilling out, and with some friends we're like, what's going on? And she's like, I got a Porsche today. And she's like, all this thing, like I got given a Porsche for my birthday. And everyone's like, wow, we were impressed. We're like, holy shit.
You should be.
It's like, really?
Right.
That's amazing. And then this thing pulls up. And we're like,
it's like the cheapest shit car ever.
I've never seen anything like that. Is that really a Porsche?
Isn't it hideous?
It's terrible. We made jokes that you couldn't tell the difference if it was driving backwards or forwards.
It literally is the same in both directions.
Yeah.
My neighbor like rebuilt them all the time, and he was like he would champion. He would be so happy if he could get it running down the road.
Yeah. I mean, for us, we didn't want to be rude or anything, so we were like, "Oh, that's awesome! It's a great car, fantastic." Meanwhile, all the backyard like talk was like, "What is that piece of shit?" You know what I mean? Nobody liked that car.
It's a Fiat, right?
Yeah,
or an MG. I think it's an MG.
It was brown. It was like a dark chocolate brown. It was gross.
That's horrific.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Wow.
Anyway, that's my Porsche 914 series. Yeah,
this is a fun tale. C-Milk, the new turbo EV, yes or no? I'm too old. I'm a boomer because I don't like electric cars. You know what I mean?
For me, if the car doesn't make a noise, I don't like it.
I know. We're both on the same page with that one. So I'm
I
saying
I can appreciate electric cars. I think they're fantastic, and I think there's a lot going for them. But come on, if you're a car guy, if you're going to put effort into fixing it, because at that point it's just an appliance. It's like a fridge, you know?
It's just going to work. You plug it in.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just apprehensive, and maybe I'm a boomer, for that. 914 and 944 both sucks. I actually quite like the 944s.
Yeah, me too.
They're pretty, especially the turbos. They look cool.
With the turbo down the side.
Doesn't it look cool?
Very 80s.
And like
I'm all
gold
about that.
or something.
I'm all about the 80s, dude. I'm all about the 80s.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Sorry. BMW Z3 cheapest chips in the UK. That was a chick car here. It was only banker chicks, like accountant chicks, basically, that drove those.
They look like a shoe. Actually, the Z4 looks like a shoe.
I think the Z4 looks much better than the Z3.
Really? I think the Z4 looks worse.
The Z3 is such a bad car. It drives bad. It handles bad. It was slow. The Z4 was actually a sports car. It's kind of like a Miata.
When the Z3 first came out, I had a manager. I was working at an IT company, right?
Was it a chick?
No.
Wow. The only male that owned it.
Yeah, I can't remember. His name was like Dave the Hatchet something.
Was his name Rebecca?
No, he used to fire people, so everyone called him Dave the Hatchet. Okay, whatever, Dave the Hatchet, whatever his surname was, I can't remember now. But I remember
because I drink my rosé.
Yeah. He pulled up and that thing was silver, and at that point he had like white hair and stuff, and he made sure the top was down. He would always pull up in that thing and make sure everyone knows. He'd like rev it multiple times, so everyone's like, "What's that noise?" And see him in there with his sunglasses, and he'd get up and like slam the door and waltz in. Dave the Hatchet, whatever the hell your name was.
Dave the Hatchet.
I'm sure he went far. Anyway, he had a Z3. That spoiled it. Spoiled it for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we're both spoiled.
BMW drivers spoil BMW.
Dude, they suck.
Yeah.
Seriously.
They're great cars.
BMWs
are great cars.
I'll become the douche. But I will become a douche.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Don't do it,
if you touch a BMW, you will be a douche.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen a Suzuki Cappuccino in the flesh?
Yes,
we've been to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't give anything away.
Mm-hmm.
Certified gold. Volvo
beat.
is Chinese. We will never buy Volvo.
Yeah.
A modern Volvo. Saab is complicated. Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
Z1 is an eye catcher. Those doors, the front. Z1s are amazing looking. You've seen
What's
those,
a
right?
Z1?
BMW Z1. Dude, look at this.
He's pulling it up on the screen so I can see.
These look fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I've seen those. Yeah, those are cool.
Those are cool, right?
Super cool. When was that made?
I think it was like, probably like early 90s.
I feel like there's a deficit. I've been drinking more than you. I think you need to drink more.
Except for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now.
No, you see, I am one of those
more than you,
look at this pina colada.
Oh, come on.
Okay, all right. No, you earned that. You take it. You did.
It's okay. No,
you beat me. You beat me.
Now you're
you beat
doing
me.
the nice
you beat
guy
me.
shit.
I am the nice guy. Everyone knows
I'm a nice guy. We're both nice guys.
Yeah, we're both nice guys.
You know what? We're too nice.
Yeah, we are.
In a way. We've had many discussions about this. We're like,
we sit around discussing how nice we are.
We do. We have nice pedals, and it takes hours.
Yeah.
There's 320 people watching, by the way. It's more than I thought.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We can't wait to drop the sode, and it's going to happen soon. As soon as you guys get tired of our banter, you let us know, and the sode goes live.
You know what 42 Fab said?
What?
Okay, hold on. I'm getting interrupted by my wife. Yeah.
I know. My parents gonna cook by themselves. Can you guys just order a little bit extra for me and
Sure.
Olivia?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good. I'm glad they've got to the point where they can cook by themselves.
Vivi joined us for this, and then she didn't stick around, and everyone's hanging out. Can you get out? I'm just joking.
Yeah.
You want to say?
Do you want to say hi on the live stream?
Love you.
Yeah.
She didn't wear makeup.
She went like this.
To me, she didn't wear makeup.
Okay, no, I think she's like, I'm square.
She says, "Shut up now."
Okay, all right. Cool.
She's being square as hell right now
exactly.
by not showing up on our stream.
Anyway,
I bought her some drinks as well. She only drinks them like when the kids have gone down to bed. It's weird.
Yeah. I have a pet peeve. In America, people say, I put my kid down.
So
that's what you do to animals that are sick. I took my dog to the vet and put him down.
We've had this discussion.
I know, but
after
we
talked, we bragged about how nice we were. We had this discussion.
Just stop. You don't put your kid down. Okay, you put them to bed.
Right.
Put your kid to bed.
Everyone's
put your
mad
kid to
that Vivi
sleep.
Left.
You know, seriously.
Yeah, no, I know. I didn't put my kid
down.
I didn't put my kid
down.
down.
Because if you did that would be homicide.
Infanticide. In this case.
Okay, well,
this is getting dark.
Sorry,
guys, we've had a few too many seltzers.
Stop. Okay.
Okay. Anyway. This banter is like foreplay. Yeah, for sure. If you stream a little earlier, you'll get more viewers. Yeah. Essentially, the thing is, and I hate to say this, some of my most loyal fans and my best friends are from Europe.
Yeah.
The problem is about 10% of my audience is from Europe, so you have to adjust to that, and it sucks. It does suck.
This, by the way, is a once-only stream.
This is never
when it's done, it's being erased from memory.
Yeah, you guys, if you've watched this, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like, if this goes up forever, we're done.
No, quite honestly, this is not going to remain on the channel. This is only... You guys that are here now are the only people that are going to experience this.
It's because we were so pumped to release the episode. We wanted to hang out.
We wanted to have a little party and release it and get some feedback.
I knew the coolest people were going to show up.
Yeah.
It's I recognize almost everyone in the audience. It's fantastic. Toyota MR2. People keep saying we should get a second-gen Toyota MR2. That round-ass thing. Actually, those are awesome.
Those are great. I really like those.
80s and 90s rear-wheel drive Volvo. Cheap and great for drift.
Would you drift a Volvo?
Dude, they drift the hell out of them. 80s and 90s rear-wheel drive ones, you can turbo. Those things, blocks are so solid.
So you're drifting it at the same time you're pulling out a calculator and working out your taxes. Because Volvos are for accountants.
This shows how old this piece of shit is.
No, seriously.
You're so old.
You're just like, I'll just take that corner. Let me work out the circumference of that turn while filing my I-49.
A six-figure accountant filing his I-49 is going to drive an 80s Volvo.
Yes, he is.
Why would he spend $1,000 on a Volvo? He could buy something cool.
No, because he's thinking about safety and saving on like whatever taxes.
Buy a new one.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Because they're made in China.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Put a 1JZ into something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince right now to put a 2J into something.
Yeah.
And you have to understand, until you've driven one, you have to understand how cool that is. He only cares about V8s to the point where, like, you give him like a 4-liter V8 that makes like 100 horsepower, and he's like, yeah, it's a V8.
5-liter V8 makes 170 horsepower.
Stop teasing.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying, though? If it's a V8, you're like, yeah, it makes that grumble. I want him to see. You guys have to help me convince him what a Japanese inline 6 can do. They're insane.
Yeah, I mean, they're cool or whatever, but a V8's still better. It sounds good.
Inline 6 doesn't sound good.
Not as good. Okay, like... Honestly, swear to God, hand on heart, you take an inline 6 next to a V8, what sounds better?
I only have V8s. I do like them. I only own V8s. I literally only have cars with V8s in them.
Yeah, you do right now. It's true.
But I want an inline 6.
It's that like exotic thing. It's like, I think Asians look cool or something. Or, if you're Asian, I think white people look cool. It's that exotic thing.
No, because they rev higher.
Because you only have V8s.
They rev higher, and I think they sound fantastic. I do. I also
We're going to have to put a poll out there. Inline 6
Give me your ass kicked, dude. I've seen so much Japanese love in this thing.
It doesn't matter. Nobody can dispute the fact that a V8 sounds badass.
It sounds fantastic.
Yes.
And when I roll around in the V8 with certain types of pipes on it,
Certain types of pipes, yeah.
those, it does get looks. And it's not loud, it's not obnoxious. It's
Yeah.
just very wow.
You want to pull up, when you pull up to that light and everyone's around you in their little 4-bangers and their little 6-cylinder V6s or whatever, and you've got a rumble. You know what I mean? You're better off than someone that's like with a whatever.
You know why you're not?
Why?
Because we'll lose that race every time in the cars we have.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Let's not try to flex here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't own fast cars.
No, but it's the sound. Everyone will look and be like, "Hey, that's
I want
badass.
a fast car.
That's
let me have
meaty.
That's
chunky.
Will you let me have a fast car?
Yeah, you can have a fast car.
Well, you got to help me build it.
Yeah, I will.
can't do it.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll film it.
You want to change an engine? You know how much effort that is. I've done it twice
at the beginning of the stream that you can do everything,
and I can. And I've changed.
And you're my best friend, so you're going to change
twice
my
in my
engine.
life. I've changed an engine in a car, and you know what effort goes into that? It's a lot.
Then you're going to help me out, though, right?
Yeah, I can do it.
Because I know you're going to get bored, and you're going to be like, you know what? It looks cool already. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Right.
I'll help
People
you
are
out.
telling us to stop.
Okay.
Stop arguing.
Okay.
I
Alright,
think
cool.
they actually
Yeah.
like it, though.
No, it's fine.
I have a 1JZ. Remember the 1JZ in my... he called... Oh, by the way, you want to piss people off? He used to call my Altezza, my IS300, he used to call it a Camry.
It looks like a Camry.
What I'm saying, when I dislike old American cars, you've just done tenfold because everyone here loves Japanese cars.
Yep, I'm sorry, but that Altezza looked like a Camry.
Right.
Like,
No,
change
I'm
my
not-
mind. I need a coffee mug, I need to sit there
You
and I'll
need
be
to
like...
What is that guy's name? Simon Whistler or whatever?
I don't know, but I've got to
It's
be...
not Simon
no,
Whistler.
I got to be sitting there and be like, an Altezza is not a Camry, change my mind.
Right.
Or is a Camry,
I'm
sorry.
going to be honest with you. It's not a very good looking car. However,
It's awful. It looks like a family economy car.
my defense for that car, the only defense I have, is that at that time, there were no more rear-wheel drive cars unless you bought like a Corvette or something, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have a Japanese car that's light, 4 doors, 5 seats, and it's got a Supra engine in it. Kind of interesting.
I can appreciate it for
Right.
what it is, but at the
Right.
same time, I'm still going to say
It doesn't look good.
it just looks like a Camry.
Right.
May as well be one.
For sure. But that 1JZ motor that I put in it, before it seized up from my friend, I do think that was actually a pretty slick engine. And you have to admit that was a fast car.
It's a fast car. It's a good engine.
Right.
I can appreciate the engineering that goes into Japanese engines. It's fantastic. I love working on Japanese engines.
Right.
I do. I think they're amazing.
Winston, on the first episode, is actually you changed your mind on this.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you only like to work on American engines. And you were taking apart this Japanese engine. That's a little spoiler. And you were like, you know what? You took me aside. You're like, I have a big appreciation for this motor.
I
and
like
you have to admit it. That tiny motor putting that much power at that
Sure.
time. Wow.
I do like that motor very much.
Right.
And it's a weird thing because I like the idea of taking a motor like that and just completely rebuilding it and
Right.
making it better.
Right.
Because it's so well engineered.
Right. It's incredible.
Yeah.
In the 80s, people coming out with something like that, what was America doing at the time? If you put out something that small, it'd make like 20 horsepower.
Yeah, the thing is America was being cool and sounding good with it.
You know what America was being as little lame-os, making massive V8s that sound good and don't go anywhere and getting obliterated by Econo boxes from Japan.
It's true.
It's embarrassing for my country. You know?
You guys were starting to realize, fuel injection. Hey man, it's the 80s.
This is the 80s.
You gotta have some fuel injection. What are you doing?
Don't worry about that.
Okay. Don't do that. That's very bad. Anyway, America was making strides in the 80s trying to find their feet because...
Do you mind if I pee?
You go ahead. I'll keep talking to everyone. One thing I found out about American cars anyway is that they are, without a doubt, at least in my opinion, the cars with the most personality. Everywhere else around the world, take their cars, they're efficient, they're cool, they're sleek, whatever, but they don't have the same personality. America just took cars and they went very, off on a tangent. You got cars that have got stupid big snakes on them and eagles and whatever and, big flashy colors and just ridiculous cartoons and whatever else. And America made cars just this comical but cool thing, whereas the rest of the world was interested in efficiency and sleekness and sportiness or whatever. So I definitely appreciate American cars. And there's another thing most people don't understand, especially Americans, is that American cars kind of only happened in America. Take South Africa, for example. We got, Toyotas, we got BMWs, we've got, Mercedes. In fact, if you're driving a Toyota or a Mercedes, there's a chance that it was actually made in South Africa. We've got big plants, up in, what's that bloody place called? It'll come to me later. But, in South Africa, we've got big plants that make these cars. So we had all of those. We had Mazda, Mitsubishi, we had everything. But we never, ever had Pontiac or, all the General Motors stuff. Chevrolet, we didn't have. Probably due to sanctions because of apartheid and things like that. Sorry, apartheid. And so a car like just a random crappy American car that you're so used to seeing every day, like a Buick or whatever, we never got to see them. They weren't on our roads. V8s weren't really a thing in South Africa. It's all inline 4s and inline 6s and stuff. So when you get to see these cars that most Americans think are just garbage.
Snake drained.
Okay, good. Just garbage. For us in South Africa and for people in the UK, it's very similar. And elsewhere, it's very special. It's very cool.
Yeah. Honestly,
You know what I
I
mean?
could, literally from the bathroom, I could hear what you're saying.
Okay, good.
And I get it. And Winston's actually been paramount in changing my mind about some of the shit that has stigmas from my childhood. And I hope I can do the same for you with some of the stuff I like too. Because a lot of the stuff that... You're more judgmental than I am, to be honest.
I'm very judgmental.
No, not in real life. I'm saying about these cars. Like,
I am
when
in
I
real
when I
life.
mention some stuff, you're like, "Are you kidding me? I'm not
Yeah.
fucking buying that."
Of course.
Right? And I do the same to you,
Yeah,
right?
it's the
But
same.
I hope we can convince each other to see what is special about every kind of car that we buy. And you know what? A perfect example of that is a car that you convinced me to buy for the show.
Yeah,
Or it'll probably be episode 3 or 4.
sure.
Is the best car we bought.
Yeah.
And hands down. And it's something I literally would rather bury myself in a hole and hide and never
You
drive
did
again.
not want to get that.
I did not want to touch that car with a 10-foot pole. And you know what? I've been using it every day.
How instrumental, your parents-in-law,
Right.
we
bought it for them in a way.
they took a road trip to San Francisco, they
LA to San Francisco and back, and
Yeah.
then halfway in between as well.
Exactly. I picked you up in the airport and that. We managed to fit your entire family and all your car seats and all your crap.
Dude, it's insane how good that car is for the money.
It's amazing.
It's my gold star pick about what car you should buy if you don't have that much money.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And you were like, we're never getting... I'm like, we're getting that.
Right.
Yeah.
What was that in our background?
What do you mean?
Something weird happened in our background. Oh, no, sorry. It was you with a rag.
Oh, it was me with a rag?
Yeah,
This looks terrible, this nonsense that's going on in the back. Anyway,
Should we get more light? Why don't you open those up a little bit?
I don't think it'll make
Look at this
any
crap.
difference.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Deal with this, guys. It's getting dark here. I'm afraid.
You know,
to
when
say.
I put up that poll,
Yeah.
everyone just wanted us to keep talking.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, fair enough. We'll do some more questions. Oh yeah, his name is Sea Milk. I forgot. How dare you? How dare you? Warren Buffett. She's not keen on these cars that we're buying. That's for sure.
Sure.
What's the best gas mileage car we bought so far? Probably the first episode.
Yeah.
Everything else has been horrendous.
Absolutely terrible. The current car that I'm working on right now.
Dude, can I tell you a funny thing?
Yeah.
My parents-in-law, we bought them that car for their trip to San Francisco. And so it's what? I don't know how many miles. 500 miles from LA to San Francisco or whatever. So my father-in-law, he's like, listen, I can't... You know how you have to pay at the pump with a debit card?
Yeah.
They don't have a debit card. They don't have a credit card. A Chinese credit card, right?
Sure.
So he's like, can I borrow some money, cash off you, right before I fly back to Boston, right?
Oh, great. You're right.
So I'm like, well, the ATM's not going to allow me to pull that much, but I can give you $500 or something, right? And he's like, no, I need at least $2,000.
What?
And I'm like, I'm doing the math, and I'm like, okay, this car gets bad gas mileage, but
It's not
you're
that
not
bad,
gonna get...
no.
And he had this concept that it was going to get 1 mile per gallon or something.
Yeah.
Because in China, you don't have cars with that size of engine.
Yeah, it's
you
true.
don't. You don't.
No, it's not possible.
Even when you buy an S-Class, you get a 4-cylinder or
2
something.
liters.
Yeah.
Thing is, in China as well, my father-in-law was very amazed. I picked him up from the airport in LA, We drove like on the highway, and he's like,
50
wait,
miles.
you don't have to pay tolls? I'm like, no. I mean, sure, they're toll roads. You do get them, but they're rare. They're rare.
They're very rare. You can avoid them too.
Interstates are free. Parking's free pretty much everywhere.
Never paid a toll most of my life.
But in China, every single highway,
everything costs. It's so expensive.
Yeah. It works out to 1 RMB a kilometer.
It's 1.5 now, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Every single highway, bar none, every single highway is tolled in China. So when you drive a car in China, you have to take into account gas prices, which are pretty much the same as here.
No, they're
more than here. Yeah. Parking, wherever you park, you have to pay, and then you have to pay a toll for every kilometer you drive. Yep. So it's ridiculous.
So imagine if you calculate that, how much money that is. It's insane. Number 2, there are cameras the entire. If you're a criminal, you do not ever go on those toll highways.
Yeah,
you're literally tracked the entire way.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have a big debate now. We got V8 is better, inline 6 sounds
V8
better.
is better, bro.
No, dude, we're getting more inline 6 votes. I'm telling you right now. No, I know my audience.
You can say what you want.
IROC Z, that's ridiculous enough to have a 5-liter.
It's not an IROC. It's not an IROC.
But it's so funny that people are so... This is what is giving me faith, is that we're talking to people that know cars. Mm-hmm. You know what? Like, when we do China stuff, we're talking to people that don't necessarily know what we're talking about. It's like teaching. Now we have friends now. This is really cool to me. I really like this.
Sure.
Inline 6 is balanced as heck. It is.
Well, I mean, 42 Fab knows all about Jeeps, and he knows all. He had the V8 Jeep and the inline 6. He knows what he's talking about. But the V8 sounds better.
I'm not arguing on the sound necessarily. I just think the inline 6 is like, V8 sound better.
They do.
But
come on.
You
can't deny it.
No, but Japanese inline 6s are so bulletproof. They take boosts.
Yeah. I like them.
Balanced.
I didn't say I don't like them. I think they're incredible.
Bro,
they don't sound as good.
If you make me drive another car that redlines at like 4,800 RPM, it's not a freaking diesel. Jeez.
Yeah, it's true.
Rotary engines are awesome. I want to say yeah.
Dude, they are. Wankle?
I know. You can't say that without laughing.
I can. Well, okay, maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wankle.
You want to, but they have a dual.
You want a wankle?
They got dual wankle.
Dual wankle's like 2 dudes wankling.
Dual wankle engines. It's a fantastic. Look, it's a fantastic design.
Right. Triangles,
great.
Man.
Yeah.
Triangles.
But it's all about that like seal that keeps breaking.
I prefer 4 cylinders, but never go more than a V6 or i6. 4 cylinders, you know, it's weird. Is 4 cylinders are so lame, but they can also be awesome. Like really high compression, high revving 4 cylinders.
I feel like there's no competition because 4 cylinders are 4 cylinders. So you get great 4 cylinders, you get crap 4 cylinders. Yeah. But when you start entering the Vs, do not try to say a V6 is better than a V8.
V6 sucks.
It's such a half-assed like attempt at being a V.
There are some good ones like the Nissan GTR or the NSX. Those are V6s, but the majority.
Or the Ford Raptor.
Or the Ford Raptor.
The V6.
The new one. What the hell's wrong with that,
V6s,
dude?
what the hell?
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway, American, if you ever try to tell me a 3-liter V6 is a good engine, those are such weak sauce pieces of shit. They sound terrible, like a vacuum cleaner.
Sure.
Terrible. You know what made good V6 was, what's it called? Alfa Romeo. Those sound
really?
Those sound really good.
It's like the worst car company ever. They're the most unreliable.
But
I had an Alfa. I had an Alfa
Sud.
Sud.
One of those crap ones.
I had the Alfa Sud that had used the Soviet steel.
Awesome.
Because what happened was like Alfa Romeo. Yeah, they bought all this like old steel from like the Soviets back in the day, but it was low quality and it was rust prone. So all of them rusted, and I got one of those. I had an 84 Alfa Sud, and yes, it rusted. It had a Boxer 4 engine. It was actually kind of punchy, 1.5 liter. It was kind of cool, but it rusted and it was awful. It was beige with like a black stripe around it, and it had a brown and beige interior. It had a brown dashboard. It had checkerboard seats and stuff. Because, you know, like like a racing flag or whatever. So the seats were all checkers. You could play mini chess or something on the seats. And it was hideous. All I remember is that I thought it was pretty cool. And it had like a horn on a stalk. But the thing about it was, imagine you're sitting in the sea of brown. Okay? So you're sitting in this sea of brown. Your exterior is beige. What color do you want your clock to be?
I don't know.
red. Because you got this big clock, and it's red.
Why?
So you got this massive, big, red glowing clock in your brown interior with your beige exterior. It was an experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Too bad we can't get those here.
You don't want them.
No, I guess not. V8s do sound deep and strong, though. I got a V8 supporter here.
Yes.
We're probably not going to do... we will do something drift-related, but I have to be totally honest with the audience. We're not super drift boys.
No. My friend in Japan is a drift guy.
He's a drift boy.
Yeah. And I know a guy called Drift Hunter, too.
Yeah.
So it's all about
We'll
drift.
cover it.
Yeah, we'll cover it.
And we'll probably have fun doing it.
The thing is, like, there's a lot quicker ways to go around a corner than drifting.
That's my problem. It's the efficiency, and it's also I'm too poor to
it's all about
buy
looking
10
cool,
sets
though.
of tires.
It's about looking cool.
Right. But can you afford, like, changing your tires every week? I don't think so. They're expensive as hell.
Yes, they are. At the same time, like, American muscle cars can drift better than Japanese cars anyway.
Yeah. I'm not gonna argue with that, but I think some other people are gonna.
They will.
4-banger 2-liter turbo gonna kick your ass. We're already getting shade.
Yeah. Show that freaking comment. That's been
Of course,
hidden.
we do not censor.
No, we don't
channel,
censor anything.
unless they say unreasonable things.
Yep.
Volvo straight six. I have to say I love JDM, but V8 just sounds so nice. Agreed. Like the straight sixes from Japan are amazing, but the V8s they do sound luscious.
They are so much better sounding. Like
sounding, yeah, for sure.
that Raspy S V8 that I'm driving right now. You know that's cool.
Simon A with your 4-banger 2-liter turbo gonna kick your ass. You're probably right. Like we don't have anything.
That's the thing. It's not a competition,
Right.
in a way.
Right.
It's more about like
We will do
what's
some
cool.
fast cars.
Yes.
Actually, we have like 1 or 2 fast cars. Actually,
do.
yeah, we have a couple really fast cars.
Oh yeah.
Just not not all of them are incredibly fast.
Yeah.
Put a V8 in a Nissan 240. I think a lot of people have done that.
I
I'm not a
was-
huge 240 guy. He weirdly enough, you know what? So many people are like, C-Milk's gonna be a 240 guy.
No, I like 240s.
that's him. I don't like 240s.
I'm gonna tell you this thing. Every single one of my cars, bar none, has pop-up headlights. Every single one. All
I have
of them.
2.
You've got... Do you? No, you don't.
There's a Bison.
What? Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah. Every single one of my cars has pop-up headlights, and that's the way I want it to stay.
Okay. I can deal with that. I love pop-up headlights.
Except if I ever get my dream car, which is the Challenger, which
that
doesn't
sucks.
have.
See, my dream car does have pop-up.
Yeah. Does it? Doesn't it have frog eyes?
Oh, that one. Oh, you're talking about your straight-up dream car.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the dream car I'm going to buy.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
The one that you can actually afford.
Yeah. I can't afford a Porsche 911.
No.
You know people think that YouTubers are like massively rich?
No. Nah.
Not at this level.
Nope.
We engine swapped a 96 Grand Cherokee in a driveway in an afternoon without a lift. See? You can do an engine swap.
But that's because it's a very simple thing. Like a Grand Cherokee has got a pretty open engine bay. It's not transversely mounted. It's literally like unbolt everything.
But I
you
want
can put
the-
some straps, and if you got some strong lads, you can just rip it out, put a new
Just
one
call
in.
them lads.
Yeah. You need strong
Strap.
lads. Well,
you
you're gonna
need
get.
straps and you strapping young lads.
Are you gonna get some strong lasses who are gonna go? I don't think so.
Dude, I think you could. Get a shot put champion or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, my point is,
yeah.
if they can do that, why can't you do that in my car that I love that
Because
I can't
it's
tell anyone
not a
about?
Jeep Grand Cherokee, which is like ancient technology. If you want to do something that's a Japanese car, it's super high tech. Everything you got to plug in and figure out is really, really, really difficult. And
Right.
I bet you that his engine swap was kind of like, this one's broken, let's put a working one in there. Not, I want to change it from a 1982 engine to a 1999 engine. You know?
True.
That's the difference.
Also, 42 Fab is a metalworking, like it's his job. And he
Yeah.
probably has all the stuff.
And he's really good at
very
doing things.
strong, and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. And we're out of this booze.
Oh, I got another pack. Is this
Okay.
mine or yours?
It's probably supposed to be yours.
Oh, is that why you drank less than me?
No.
We're trying to be like white boys.
Wait, 1, 2, 3.
There's
4,
this
5.
joke. Like they say that you know how You know how a white guy's been drinking is that the next day he'll tell you exactly what he drank. It's like, I had 6 Coronas and half of I had half of your vodka. You know what I mean? Okay. This is what they do.
No, not us. No, we don't do that. Maybe because I'm African.
You are African.
I am.
I'm still waiting, by the way.
Yeah.
I think people are enjoying this. I'm still waiting. We've held on to the entire audience.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, we're glad that you're still with us.
I'm still waiting.
It's going to be worth it. We're going to release the soon.
It's not going to be worthless. I'm still waiting for the time where we go to a bar. Yeah. And you go back to Compton because we keep buying cars there.
Yeah.
And you're going to roll into a bar where there's a not white audience, and you're going to be like, I bet you $100 I'm more African than you.
I did that the other day.
Did you?
Well, no, it was in an Uber.
Oh, okay.
And I got picked up, and it was
I bet you did.
Shut up. No, seriously. So this guy, how else can you say it? This guy picked me up, okay?
Okay.
So I'm in the car.
Right.
And he's a black dude.
Yeah.
And we're just talking. I think he obviously thought I was just American or whatever.
Sure.
And
you can really tell from your accent.
Well, I mean, I didn't speak much.
Right.
But the guy wouldn't shut up. He's banging on about like how Trump is bad and how this and that and everything. And I actually said to him, I'm like, look, I'm not American. I don't really have anything invested in the politics. He's like, well, you wouldn't understand because, being an African American in America, I grew up and I was like, people call me names. I was like, what if I told you I'm more African than you? I literally said that because I'm tired. He's just whining.
Right.
He's whining and whining and whining.
Like his echo chamber.
Yeah, it's like
psych
he's whining about nothing. Someone called him names when he was young. And
to be fair, we had an Uber driver that was white that did the exact same thing.
Exactly.
It was infuriating.
So anyway, he's whining and whining and whining. And I'm like, what if I told you I'm more African than you? And he's like, he couldn't really understand. And I carry my passport on me. And I'm like, take a look. I'm African. Look, I was born in Africa. I grew up in Africa. I'm African. So you're preaching to the choir, brother.
Nice.
Yeah. And he actually responded very well to
That's
that.
nice.
Yeah, to be
That's
honest,
good.
it was a good conversation. We had a good laugh, and he was like, yeah, man, and at the end of the day, he actually said, look, I actually know nothing about Africa. I am American through and through. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's fine.
And it was awesome at the end of the day. It's like, you know what? I'm African. You're American. There we go.
This is getting into deep stuff, but what I've noticed is that people are like, C-Milk, since you left, the race wars have really begun. You have no idea how much animosity there's. Dude, I made so many black friends as soon as I came back. Yeah. Everyone's super chill. No one hates each other. No. Shut up.
No, it's
You're
awesome.
Trying to make something out of it.
We are dealing with a fantastic civilization right here.
Right.
People are great from all aspects. And I'm more African than any African American.
In a way, you are.
Not in a way. I was born there.
Just not genetically. You still got 4% or something like that.
No, it's 1.8%. Thank you very much. Sub-Saharan African, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm 1.8%.
Kind of like North Star V8 has a great run.
Wakanda forever.
Don't those suck though?
The North Stars are bad.
Are horrific.
They're very bad. Yeah.
I feel like if I had one, I'd have to rep it though. I'd be like, yeah, this thing's got a North Star. It sounds cool as hell, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Fist of the North Star.
It's like
you're already dead. Omae wa mo shinderu. Yeah, exactly.
Nani?
Yeah.
Build a V8 and iSex and CEO wins bragging rights. If we had more money, we would absolutely. That's the thing. Is we're taking cars, we're fixing them, and then trying to sell them because we don't have $1 million.
Yes.
If you start putting massive money, you
can do anything.
You know what happens. You get something and you end up dumping way more money than you think you did into something.
Yeah. It happened. It happened.
And then you check your bank and you're like, I'm poor as hell. What happened?
I went broke for no reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yep.
Drifting on snow. Not going to happen here in California.
No.
But we're going to a bunch of places.
Yeah.
2-stroke cafe bikes are wicked fast.
Yeah, they are. 2-stroke bikes are amazing.
What if I told you already?
Yeah, we kind of have 2-stroke bikes, but we're not going to tell you what they are.
They're going to be so shocked.
Mm-hmm.
V8s and JDM cars are sacrilegious. I disagree. I don't think there's any purist shit.
No.
I would literally put a V8 in my dream Porsche if I had a shell.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just want that Porsche.
LS swap for the win.
Fine.
And you know what? At the same time, I put a Porsche engine in a Supra.
C-Milk wants a slant nose 911. They get so much shit, but those look awesome.
He does want one. Yeah.
You think they look cool too?
Yeah, absolutely.
They look epic. I rebuilt my 1JZ in the dirt outside. That's cool.
It's great.
42 Fab says, I'm half British, I'll tolerate lad.
As you should.
No, you're 100% Oklahoman, 42 Fab. Stop fucking fronting right now.
No, he's half British.
He's frickin'...
Oh, he's like Tom.
Oh, he is. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I totally forgot. He does come from that stock, right? Mm-hmm. But you're still an Oklahoman.
What? Okay.
My crap is from Oklahoma. I love it.
Yeah. No, Oklahoma.
Just be proud of where you come from. It's like I live in California now. I'm not going to walk around and say I'm from California. Actually, I was born in California.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I say
you're
I'm
digging
from New
yourself
York.
up. Shut the hell up.
I say I'm from New York. You would never walk around saying that you're from England.
I do. Because I am.
I was leading up to that joke.
Yeah. I think anyone can say whatever they want where they're from.
I'm from Japan.
If someone wants to say they're African American, let them say it. It's their right, you know. I'm actually African, so I'll be like, really? You know? It's kind of like an American place selling a French bagel, and they've never been to France. They don't really know.
What is a French bagel?
I mean, croissant, okay?
Croissant becomes French bagel.
Okay, it's a Jewish bagel.
Yes.
Okay, but they've never been to Israel or whatever. It's not correct, right?
Right.
So they can say that.
Right.
It's not authentic.
Correct.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay. The best V8 is a 4-liter and Lexus LS400. Guess what?
No, it's not.
No, stop. Listen to me for a second. So I drove when that douchebag was building my car with all his like known help.
Yeah.
He brought over a IS300 that had been swapped with that LS400 engine.
Yeah.
He was so sweet. It revs. It's a V8 that revs. And it's torquey. And it's awesome. It's really cool. Seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're just going to keep jerking off America all day, aren't you?
No. Seriously, though. Like, inefficiency is king. No.
This is what you can see and expect in the show.
No, here's the thing. Like, if you're going to have a V8, it's got to be like a low B cam. And it's got to be like, basically,
we both have that.
From the exhaust pipes, there's got to be actual gas, like
or
petrol.
You think I don't get enough of that in my car? I've been singed by the car that I bought, and that's why I'm so bitter, because that thing is torture and poison to drive, and you admitted it. It's horrible.
I helped you make it better. Remember when you first got it? How bad it was, dude. Your wife refuses to drive in it
because of that traumatizing experience.
Yeah. She
won't go in now.
No, it's actually really bad. Your car is so fun to drive for like 5 minutes, and then
I
it's
thought it was
20.
That was 20.
Yeah, well,
let's drop it down to 10.
Yeah. And then it's torture, and you just can't wait for it to end.
And you get out of it, and you reek all day. And people are like, "What are you, a mechanic?"
Yeah, because like,
like
gas is like, yeah. Anyway, that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
C-Milk Stream Car is a 1980 911 Turbo, not a 1980, a 1986 or 87 with a massive whale tail.
It's got to have the whale tail. Those are the only cool Porsches, really. Yeah.
In your opinion. Yeah.
No, a 928 though. I like a 928.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
Having a beer with you guys. Sick. Well, we're having a seltzer.
We're having a seltzer with you. I'm sorry for that, by the way. I apologize.
Yeah. I'm just catching up here. We'll probably cut it off here real quick.
Soon.
Nobody wanted us to release it.
We're going to be absolutely releasing the sode very soon.
I think people are having their own conversations now. So as soon as we go off, you will still be able to do that for a little while. We're not
going to go off. We're going to release the sode.
You know what I'm saying? After we're off, they can still talk amongst themselves. But you should just watch the sode. Okay, guys.
Okay, we're going to drop it. We're going to drop it.
I'm going to make it public.
Mm-hmm.
You guys hyped? I want to see some comments. You guys hyped? Huh?
You guys hyped? Are you ready?
Hyped? Oh, Han W's in here. What's up, dude? Cool. I'm going to release it. Sode, you're aging yourselves. Drop the sode. Hype.
Yeah, okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. It was actually really fun.
It was super fun. We need to know what you guys know about this, so please leave a comment on the new video.
Please.
Because this is what's going to really give us our feedback, because we are committed to this, by the way.
Right.
Even if it doesn't do well.
It's going to do well.
Even if it doesn't do well, we're going to keep doing it, but we're going to improve it, so we need your feedback.
Right.
So when you watch the episode, remember it's the first, okay? It's our first attempt. Okay?
Don't discredit the masterpiece we've created.
No, but leave your feedback. Be brutal. Tell us what you don't like. Tell us what you like, because we want to improve it for you guys.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
We want to make it entertaining and interesting, and we want to move forward with this in a big way. So please tell us, like,
Jeff
brutally.
Duncans gets it. Gonna get a fucking million views.
Nice.
I know we're gonna kill it because you guys are with us, and
Yeah.
thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm about to literally live. Winston can confirm, right?
Okay, yeah, he's busy working on the computer there. He's doing his thing. Can anyone recognize the wheel over there, by the way? It's a saw blade.
That's cool.
It's really cool.
It is. Actually, love those wheels.
Yeah, those are super cool.
All right, ready?
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
It's published.
And I'm going to drop the link here.
Yeah, we'll put the link in the chat for you guys, so you guys can
see.
see.
This is super exciting.
It's very exciting. We got
no downvotes.
Well, that's because how are we supposed to have a downvote if it hasn't been released yet? If you see comments, by the way, it's because our patrons have had.
I'm gonna drop this a million times.
Just keep dropping it. Just keep dropping it.
Look at this. Look at the beat I'm dropping, guys.
He's dropping the beat. Drop the beat. Don't support Blizzard.
Don't.
Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Let's go watch. We're gonna watch this thing, and please,
patrons FTW, thank you,
Yes.
42 Feb. Yeah, they already saw it.
Yeah, please go watch it. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Be brutal.
I'm just spamming this.
Yeah, you
and
just
YouTube's not gonna punish me because it's my own channel.
Yep.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it coming. Yeah. It's kind of like making it rain, but it's a link.
Yeah, exactly. It is.
Yeah, it's
listed.
listed. It is listed.
This is fantastic.
Thank you, Dan. Go away. I missed it.
What's going on? Do it. Fantastic. Yeah, it's about
All right,
half
guys,
an hour.
We're going to cut this off. Thank you so much. It was freaking fun. I
Super
needed this.
fun.
You needed this.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
actually, we got to do this more often. This is so fun.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoy it. Please leave a comment. Tell us what you thought about it. Give us suggestions. And don't forget, there's a Patreon for Worthless Whips where you vote on the next car. And actually, the poll's up right now.
Yeah,
It's right up.
you can be a part of this show. If you like it enough, join the Patreon. We don't care if it's $1.
No, it's fine.
Go for it.
Just go vote.
Just
we want to see what people want to see.
Be a part of it. Be a part of this if you really like it. And
Right.
it's going somewhere, because don't forget, this is, at the end of the day, our biggest passion in
Yeah,
life.
for sure.
So we can't wait. Anyway,
All right.
guys, thank you so much for joining us for this really weird but fun,
It was fun.
experience.
Seltzer experience.
Yes.
Join us next time.
Spiked seltzer.
Get
Must
rid of
be
this.
21
Let's
plus.
get out of here.
I gotta say one thing though. In America, you have to be 21 to drink. It's
pretty
so
lame,
lame, dude.
It's so lame.
Seriously, 18 where I'm from, and you start drinking at 16 or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, we start at the same age. It's just illegal.
Yeah, stop being so illegal about being like drinking. 21, you're an adult. You already have.
Why are you yelling at me about this? I love drinking.
It's your country. Your nonsense rules. Anyway, cheers, guys. Love you all. Stay on.